Keep my pride under in victory. Keep a sound soul, a clean mind, and a healthy body. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please rise if able, remove your caps, and welcome to the field. Presenting our colors today, the Fargo Post 2 Color Guard.
And welcome this afternoon for the Class AA Legion Baseball Championship. Colors about to be presented here as West Fargo will take on Fargo Post 2 in the title game. We will come back with the lineups and first pitch coming up momentarily.
The 2026 North Dakota American Legion Baseball Class AA State Tournament is brought to you by All-Terrain Grounds Maintenance, Shields, Essentia Health, Buffalo Wild Wings, Courtyard by Marriott, Herd and Horns Bar and Grill, Holiday Inn and Holiday Inn Express, Quick Star, Luther Family Ford, North Dakota State University, Radisson Blue, University of North Dakota, and Vision Zero.
It wasn't until 1925 that the American Legion gave birth to its first youth program, and that was American Legion Baseball. And the emphasis was on citizenship and sportsmanship.
Travel ball, a lot of the times you go and you play and it's kind of just more of an individual game. But in Legion Baseball, it's more of a team working towards a goal, and I really appreciate that.
That you're playing for something more than just yourself. You're playing for all the past veterans who have served. You're playing for the people who are still serving in the military. And it's a huge honor to be part of this program.
Colors presented by American Legion Post 2 in Fargo, just ready to leave the field right now as the national anthem completed. The lineups have been introduced. And we are ready for baseball here at Jack Williams Stadium in North Fargo. We have played the whole week to get to this point as Fargo Post 2 and the West Fargo Patriots square off. For Post 2, it's simple. Win one. It's your 30th state championship in program history, and it's on now I-94 to Mandan for the Central Plains Tournament starting on Thursday for West Fargo. It has been a long road back. They need 6 wins to win a state title after losing in their opening game to the Fargo Post 400 Stars on Tuesday evening. They are 2/3 of the way there. They have won 4 games, 2 of them yesterday, a 15-1 round eliminating Jamestown. Last night an 8-2 win over the Post 400 Stars. Jake Dangerud's grand slam was pretty much the icing on the cake in the bottom of the 6th inning for the 8-2 victory. We're talking last night 4 was going to do the difference, and I was talking with Post 2 coaches Gunnar Lindstedt and Luke Rusted before the game, and Luke says, I always have a number, I think, for any game that if we get to that number run-wise, I like our chances. And I said last night I thought it would be 4, and West Fargo got there and then added 4 more for good measure as Ben Sheets, the right-hander, getting set to take his warm-up tosses. His first appearance of the state tournament. His post-2 pitching has been incredibly efficient. They have given up just 2 runs so far, 2 runs in a grand total of 20 innings of work, as Pulse 400 got a pair of runs yesterday in an 8-2 victory. So Sheets will get the call. These teams split in statewide Legion play this year and met early in the season as well. Just a non-league contest. West Fargo will present this batting order, as it will be Max Zinker to lead things off at third base. Batting second will be the first baseman, Jake Dangaroo. Batting third at shortstop is Jet Collins. Batting fourth at second base, Brody Medina. Batting fifth in center field will be J.J. McMenemy. Batting sixth in left field, Landon Zink. Batting seventh, the designated hitter, Austin O'Lean. He'll DH for the West Fargo starting pitcher, Jordan Clemenson. Batting eighth in right field, Luke Finn. Batting ninth and catching will be Ryan Camarillo. Defensively, for Fargo post 2. Tate Barnacle at second base. Caden Nelson at third. At shortstop, Colby Ebling. Carson Cheek at first base. In the outfield, Brander Hilmert, Hunter Geary, and Wyatt Kozadowski left, center, and right. Behind the plate is Henry Schrum. Ben Sheets on the hill. We'll get to the post 2 lineup when we get to the bottom of the first inning, as Zenker will lead things off. First pitch at 12:04. With somebody's car alarm right in stereo, ball 1. There we go. Start hitting buttons till it shuts off. 1-0 from Sheets. And a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Weather-wise, you couldn't ask for much more. Beautiful afternoon. 80 degrees. Might reach 87 at the peak of the heat in the afternoon, but it's comfortable afternoon. Northwest winds, that's the key to success. Get a little cooler, drier air, about 5 to 7 miles an hour. In the air to right, and it's coming on, playable for Kozadowski as he will reach out and make the catch. And there's your first out. Bring up Jake Dangaroo, who, as we mentioned, had the huge hit last night. Grand slam against Pulse 400 as part of that 8-2 win. Here's the line of the delivery, down and in for ball 1. This is game 18 of the state tournament. Could be potentially the finale. West Fargo certainly hoping that is not the case. Strike it at 1-1. Pulse 2 at 38-10. They played at West Fargo, kind of towards the league standings. It was a 9-2 win at Young Field in game 1. So 2-1 the count here to Dangaroo. Sheets pitched 2 2/3 innings. Gave up 3 hits, 2 earned runs, struck out 3. Kozadowski out the win in relief with 4 1/3 innings of shutout ball. Strike makes it now 2-2. West Fargo took advantage of a couple of errors in the 4th inning and 1 inning. Post 2, a couple of offensive miscues. Patriots won that one 2-1. Half swing. The appeal down to third and no swing. And a full count. Wind up 3-2 from Sheets. And his flipped foul. We'll try it again. 3 balls and 2 strikes the count. It's only 4 elimination wins. West Fargo has put up some good numbers on the board. Flipped foul and out of play. 10 against Dickinson, 5 against Bismarck, 15 against Jamestown, and then the 8 last night. That's 38 runs in 4 games. Three-two delivery. That's pulled to right and down. Base hit. Kozadowski was playing him deep in right field, and Dingerud trying to stay hot. One out single here in the first inning. That'll bring up shortstop Jet Collins.
Jet Collins.
Dingerud had 3 hits combined between the 2 games, and the big one, the grand slam. Sheik will hold on with him at first. Collins to the plate. And strike 1 the call. Collins last night against Post 400. It's 0 for 2 with a walk in the delivery. Actually, Dingerud 2 hits last night. He had a triple. That was in the 5th inning, and then the grand slam. 1-1. Changing speeds on that one and missed. 2 balls, 1 strike. See the defensive alignment, double play up the middle with, or depth up the middle with Barnacle and Ebling. Collins 2 for 2 as Collins swings here, loops one to right. That will fall for a base hit. Dingerud to second. And the Patriots trying to get things started. It's a pair of one-out singles to get things started here in the first. That'll bring up Brody Medina. Medina had 3 RBI hits yesterday, 2 against Jamestown, and then after Dingerud's triple in the 5th yesterday against the Stars, the infield in delivered a base hit. That gave West Fargo a 4-2 lead. And at second base for the Patriots, Sheets delivers. Outside ball 1. Those 2 is a number of pitchers left. They can get Wyatt Kozadowski back, as he did pitch Tuesday, but he's gone through enough days of rest that he is available today. 2 other guys they could use as well, as that is a strike, 1-1. One delivery. He dropped the arm angle on that one and missed outside, 2-1. And that's where you can stay in the winner's bracket. Post 2 has done that with 3 pretty solid performances where you may not have your top guy available, but you have someone that will have all their allotment of pitches that you can trust, can win you a game of this magnitude. 2-1 in the air to right center field. Kozadowski over to the gap, reaches up and makes the catch. Runner will tag. The lead runner will tag, and Dingerud reaches third base. Ball kind of slicing away from Geary in center field. So runners in the corners, 2 out. Here's McMenemy, J.J. McMenemy.
Fielder number 15, J.J. McMenemy.
Had himself a very good state tournament. The younger guys on this West Fargo roster. 1 for 2 with a triple against Jamestown, knocked in a pair of runs. McMenemy was held in check, nothing of 3 last night against Post 400. And the delivery here, it is a strike and 0-1. West Fargo, so 4 of the last 5 state championships. They have been in 5 of the last 6 state title games, winning 4 of them. Sharply hit out to second. Nice play there by Barnacle. On to first in time, and the inning is over. West Fargo, a pair of hits, and they strand a pair of runners in the top of the first inning. We'll get you the Post 2 batting order when we return. Half inning in the books in this Class AA state title game. Fargo nothing. Post 2. Coming back.
It wasn't until 1925 that the American Legion gave birth to its first youth program, and that was American Legion Baseball. And the emphasis was on citizenship and sportsmanship.
Travel ball, a lot of the times you go and you play and it's kind of just more of an individual game. But in Legion Baseball, it's more of a team working towards a goal, and I really appreciate that.
That you're playing for something more than just yourself. I'm playing for all the past veterans who have served their flag, for the people who are still serving in the military. And it's a huge honor to be part of this program.
Clemenson is making his second appearance of the state tournament. First was in relief against Fargo post 400. Well, he had a pretty nice performance in relief and a 4-1 loss on Tuesday. As lineup and batting order here for Fargo post 2. Luke Rusted with this lineup. Leading off will be the catcher Henry Schrum. Batting second at second base, Tate Barnacle. Batting third in right field will be Wyatt Kozadowski. Batting fourth at third base, Caden Nelson. Batting fifth will be the center fielder, Hunter Geary. Batting sixth, designated hitter Jack Joyce. Batting seventh at first base, Carson Sheik. Batting eighth, the left fielder, Brander Hilmert. Colby Ebling will hit ninth at shortstop, and with Ben Sheets on the mound. Defensively, for the Patriots, Ryan Camarillo behind the plate. Around the infield, Max Zinker at third base, Jet Collins at short, Brody Medinas at second base, and Jake Dangerud at first. Outfield from left to right, Landon Zink, J.J. McMenemy, and Luke Finn. Schrum will lead things off here for Fargo post 2. 6 hits yesterday. Good advantage of 3 errors in the first couple of innings committed by post 400. Schrum went 1 for 4 with an RBI. He had a double. 4 sacrifice flies yesterday. I was joking with the post 2 coaches. I said, it shouldn't feel like old school baseball, but it is. And this proves that the game is still simple. Get them on, move them over, and get them home. And he did that multiple times yesterday against the Stars. Sharply hit, and that is snared by Medina. Able to catch that down around his ankles, and there's one down. Bring up Barnacle. Barnacle 3 hits yesterday, including a double, went 3 for 4. Barnacle has 5 hits here in the state tournament for post 2. Good young middle infielder, and he fouls one back. Initially they were going to DH Barnacle, but Luke Rusted made couple of last-minute switches, not so much with the lineup, but just position-wise. Here's the 0-1. And down low, 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Barnacle moved up to the 2-hole yesterday, drives it into right center field. Finn can't get it, it's over his head. That one will roll into deep right center field as Barnacle has another hit, his 6th of the tournament, and it's his 2nd double. Finn was trying to cheat his way in a little bit. That one sails over his head, so a double there.
Right fielder, number 1, Wyatt Kozadowski.
That'll bring up Wyatt Kozadowski. Was a double and a home run. That was against Jamestown. first 3 games, Post 2 in this state tournament, they have scored in the first inning every time. They've gotten a run in each game. They have not trailed at all in this state tournament. Good fastball, Clemenson on the inside corner, and strike 1. We're glad you're with us as video coverage presented to you by Walker Mowers and a lot of other great sponsors making this state tournament possible from Jack Williams Stadium. Up the middle and played behind the bag at second. Nice play there by Brody Medina. Now to first to get Kozadowski. 2 down. Barnacle ends up at third, and that'll bring up Caden Nelson.
Third baseman, number 13, Caden Nelson.
Starting and winning pitcher yesterday. As he went 6 innings, gave up a pair of runs. He did also hit, went 1 for 3 with a walk. Post 2 has been able to get through 3 games and only had to use 4 pitchers. Kozadowski and Beckett Gigstead on Tuesday. Carson Cheek Thursday, and then Nelson and Gigstead yesterday as well. High chopper, that'll sail foul. 2 strikes. Plus Fargo will play Nelson straight away and medium deep throughout. Clemenson's 0-2. Good swing, fouled it back. Pitch riding up and into the hands of Nelson and 2 strikes. Clemenson pitched in relief of Luke Finn on Tuesday. Foul back, still 2 strikes. A 4-1 Stars win. Clemenson really nice outing. 5 innings, 4 hits, 1 run. The lone run was a Gus Wermeyer home run in the 7th inning. 2 walks, 4 strikeouts. He threw 74 pitches. 3 days of rest. Back here for Saturday. Left center field. Hit well. McMenemy back. Chasing. Reaches up. He's got it. And that'll end the inning. Sharply hit ball there, but flashing some leather. Good break on that one by McMenemy. And that'll do it here for Post 2 in the bottom of the first inning. No runs on a hit. They strand a runner at third. No errors in the inning. Scoreless after 1. Jack Williams in his Class AA title game.
A few years ago, my hip was getting to the point where it was affecting my life.
When I met you in the office, you listened to what I had to say.
My goal is to teach patients about their diagnosis, explain the treatment options so that they can make the decision that is best for them. And then I want to get to know them, know their symptoms, and know how their symptoms are affecting their quality of life. Because we don't just treat what an x-ray tells us, we treat their symptoms.
I was so impressed with Dr. Lindemeyer that now Essentia is my first choice. Can you hear it? It's heritage. Can you feel it? It's transformation. Can you see it? It's a new kind of horizon. Your brightest moment is right now. North Dakota State University. See how far your horizons will go.
Clemson, 12 pitches and 11 strikes in that opening inning. 22 pitches for Ben Sheets, but Clemson pretty good command and on a tough battle with Caden Nelson. Nelson honestly made some pretty good contact. Nice running catch by McMenemy. Landed Zink. Lead things off for the Patriots here in the top of the second inning. It'll be Zink, O'Lean, and Finn, 3 left-handed batters towards the bottom of the Patriots order. Sheets delivers. low for ball one. Two and 0 the count. Line of the 2-0. Sharply hit right side. Knocked down by Sheik, and we'll try and chase it down. No play. As Fargo's the leadoff man on. It'll be an error charge to Carson Sheik at first base. Trying to range to his right. Clanked off his mitt and kicked a few feet away from him, and leadoff base runner on here for West Fargo. Austin Oline to the plate. Go to first. And the runner back. Lean's had a solid state tournament. And throw to first and the runner back last night. Did DH, he pitched an inning. Also finished the game at first base as Fargo maneuvered through about 3 pitchers last night to stay alive and beat 400. Ball one here to the left-handed hitting designated hitter. The delivery down low, and it is now 2-0 as Oline reached base, 2 singles and a walk. He scored 3 times last night. West Fargo had 6 hits, double-figure hits. Really the top 3 or 4 hitters in the order dominated against Jamestown. Inside, that hits Oline. Oline clipped by the pitch, 2 on, nobody out. And that'll bring up Luke Finn. Finn 0 for 3 last night against Bulls 400.
Luke Finn.
Finn was 0 for 6 total in the 2 games for West Fargo, and see the corner infielders and really the entire post 2 infield anticipating bunt, and you would think early in the game to try and get that first run, try and get the early lead. At the bottom of the order up there, that's probably a likely strategy. Sheets ready. Peek of the runner at second. Another glance back at Zink. Bunt is on. They'll bunt, charging in at third, and they'll get the out at third base. Caden Nelson timed that perfectly. Came racing in, able to field it, and Ebling was right there to cover third. Had to play third base like first base, and they do get the out. So fielder's choice. It's 5-6 in the scoring play to take care of Zink. So second and first, 1 out for West Fargo, and Ryan Camarillo will hit. 1 for 2 with a run scored yesterday against Jamestown. Camarillo nothing of 3 last night. His work behind the plate has been, well, very good all year, but really exceptional in the state tournament, and he could come through the base hit. That'd be gravy. Well, strike 1 the count. Camarillo, graduate this past spring, West Fargo High, played high school baseball for the Packers, and Coach Brett Peterson, 1 strike. Off the plate and 1-1. Talked a little bit yesterday. The field for the Central Plains will maybe look a little bit clearer after today, as it's a best-of-3 championship series in Nebraska, and Carpetland Rugs out of Lincoln won game 1. They're the defending Nebraska and Central Plains champs. That one rolled foul by Camarillo in 1 and 2. South Dakota tournament. Couldn't check on that yesterday. No, Rapid City was kind of in the driver's seat there. They were the only unbeaten left as of yesterday in that tournament. Dubuque is already will be the Iowa representative in Mandan next weekend. And one of these two will join Mandan as the 2 North Dakota representatives, Mandan in as the host. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch. 2 balls, 2 strikes, the count. He threw 22 pitches in the first inning, and in the championship game, it is Rapid City. They play Sioux Falls West. In fact, that championship going on as we speak. Rapid City in the driver's seat playing in their home ballpark. Curve sails outside. 0-2 is turned into 3-2 now to Camarillo with Zinker on deck. A massive batter to try and get here for Sheets in post 2 is don't want to send it back to the top of the order with potentially the bases full. Payoff, fouled away, we'll do it once more. Pitch number 7 of the plate appearance here to Camarillo, and 3 balls, 2 strikes. Runners stay put, 3-2. Flip down the right field line. That will land foul, and 3 balls, 2 strikes. Sheets now 36, I believe, is the pitch count right now, 14 of the inning. And he does have his full allotment of 105. This is his first appearance here in the state tournament. Payoff on 3-2. Breaking pitch, changing speeds, and struck him out. Sheets wins that battle. 2 down for Max Zinker.
Third baseman, Max Zinker.
Fly to right in his first at bat. Patriots got a runner to third with 2 out, a pair of singles first inning. Those 2 had a runner at third with an opportunity for the lead. Neither team has busted through so far here in the top of the second. Sheets trying to work through the minefield here in the second, and that is a strike, 0-1. A championship for Post 2 would be their 30th in program history. Nobody has won more at the statewide level than Fargo Post 2. West Fargo, I think it's 7. They've got 4 in the last 5 years. One strike. And fouled away, 0-2. If you look back at the tournament history, and West Fargo in the championships in recent memory. Last year, 6-1 over Post 400. That went 2 championship games. 2 years ago, over at Starion Bank Field, West Fargo won in 10, 2-1. Aiden Wolf had a walk-off home run. Both teams had clinched Central Plain tournament berths. West Fargo was hosting, and Post 2 had qualified the evening before. 0-2. Up and in, 1-2 the count. But you wouldn't have known. That game definitely had a championship feel to it. West Fargo was 2-1 over Jamestown on their home field in 2022 and then beat Post 400 3-1 in Mandan in 21. Third meeting since 2020 between these two programs in the state championship game. 1-2. Just got a piece of it. Zinker hanging tough, 1-2. 2020, which was technically was not under Legion. Legion did not offer baseball because of COVID that summer. So it was senior Babe Ruth. Post 2-1-5-4 for West Fargo, and that was just a state title. Once that was done, the season was done. One-two delivery in the air to left field and playable. Drifting back, Hilmert settles under it. Brander Hilmert the catch. And the side is retired. West Fargo threatens again and comes up empty for the Patriots. No runs, no hits. One post, two error, and two stranded. They've stranded 4 in 2 innings of batting. Inning and a half here, still scoreless.
Every day, we work together as a team. It's not just mowing your lawn. We provide full-service property maintenance. Our educated, exceptional team of ISA-certified arborists and master gardeners know what your landscape needs, improving your curb appeal with skilled care. For any landscape, home or business, we go above and beyond because it's a job we truly love to do. Get the most out of your lawn with All Terrain, your local lawn care leader. Call today.
Gear up for Quickstar's Mountain Dew Quick Climb. Now through August 16th, play each day for free in your Quick Rewards app and score bonus plays with every eligible item you grab. Every day, someone's cashing in. So open the app and get climbing. Win big with Quickstar's Mountain Dew Quick Climb.
After an inning and a half, Hunter Geary will lead things off for Fargo Post 2. Can I go back in the state tournament history of the championship that's not been with West Fargo or Post 2 involved in the title game? You do have to dig a while. 2011, Mandan beat Williston that year. Other than that, the championship game has either had Post 2 or West Fargo in it, or against one another. Hunter Geary to lead things off here, bottom of the second inning. First pitch swinging, drives one into right field. That'll land in front of Finn for a leadoff single. Geary had 2 sacrifice flies, ate 2 of the 4 yesterday against Post 400. He went 0 for 1 officially, 2 sacrifice flies, plus a walk and a ground out. We'll bring up Jack Joyce, who is the designated hitter today for Post 2. 0 for 3, correction, it was 0 for 3 with a walk yesterday against the Stars. Fouled away and strike one. Going to take a peek when we get a moment as the South Dakota Championship. Rapid City Post 22, and that should be underway, and it is. I think it was noon our time, 11 out in the Mountain Time. They're in the bottom of the third, and Sioux Falls leading 1-0 after 2.5 innings of play. And again, they would have to beat Rapid City twice to represent South Dakota in Mandan next week. 1-1 to Joyce. Joyce had a 3-hit game against Jamestown. This is his best offensive performance of this state tournament. All back a high fastball. Clemenson just all but one of his pitches were strikes. He threw 12 in the first inning. And he's been right around the plate, and it's a very disciplined approach. Talked about this earlier with Post 2. They don't give up a lot of advance, don't get themselves out a lot of times. 1-2, out to short, caught by Collins, back to first. Throw is snagged by Dangerud, safe at first base is Geary. One away, that'll bring up Carson Sheik.
First baseman, number 23, Carson Sheik.
Sheik, 2 walks, reached via error yesterday. One was a bases loaded walk against Post 400. Also reached base on an error. The number 7 spot for Luke Rusted's team. Set of the pitch. Foul back, strike 1. Slide step to the plate and just missed off the plate. If you're going to miss, that's not a bad spot in the strike zone to misfire. 1-1. Along with the 2 league games against one another, they opened the season, played extra inning game, 4-3, Post 2-1 here. It's a season opener for Post 2, I believe, for both teams. Strike. And it was 1-2. Kind of had an exhibition type feel as Post 2 used 5 pitchers in that game. West Fargo used Parker Henrich and Luke Finn. 1-2 to Geary. Scoreless bottom of the second. Out to second. Medina to Collins for 1. On to first. Throw is wide and pulls Dangerud off the bag. So no double play. Lead runner taken care of at second base. 4-6 to retire Geary. Sheik's at first, 2 away now. That'll bring up Brander Hilmert. Hilmert 0 for 1, sacrifice fly, and a walk. Locked in 1, scored 1. Satley delivery, and that comes and rides inside, hits Hilmert. So Post 2. First and second, 2 down for Colby Ebling. 0 for 3, Ebling, a run scored yesterday against
Shortstop, number 6, Colby Ebling.
Post 400. Can the number 9 man come up with a big hit? Each team with traffic on the bases. Clemenson delivers outside. And it's 1-0. Clemenson owns a win against Post 2. Not many pitchers do. He does. 1-0. In the air to right. Slice to right. Down for a hit. Played by Finn as Luke Rusted will hold the lead runner at third base. So Sheik to third. Ebling dumps a single to right. They are loaded now for Henry Schrum. And West Fargo coach Jordan Rowe will emerge from the third base dugout for a visit. Clemenson, June 23rd, 6 innings, 4 hits. Gave up 1 run. Walked just 1, struck out 6. Through 92 pitches, Luke Finn pitched a scoreless 7th at a 2-1 win. So, looking for contributions maybe from some unlikely sources. That hit from Ebling has a potential to be a big one. I'll turn the page back to the top of the order in Schrum. See home plate umpire lurking to try and get the mound meeting to a close. And we have 4 umpires for this championship matchup. Shrum line to second in his opening at bat. Clemenson gave up a barnacle double as he was stranded at third. Last inning, called strike. Didn't go first pitch fastball, and it is 0-1. Sheik at third, Hilmer at second, and Ebling at first as Camarillo and Clemenson. Quick visit to make sure they are both on similar wavelengths when it comes to pitches as Shrum digs back in. Shrum had a fourth inning double and scored against Post 400 yesterday afternoon. Here's the 0-1. At the plate but low. It's 1-1 the count. Outfield alignment, pretty basic, straight away throughout the outfield, medium deep. Good pitch there, and a called strike. He's been able to use that outside corner. He hasn't gotten every call there, but especially with right-handed batters, if you can get that more times than not, you'll hang around a fair amount in the game. 1-2. Camarillo looks like setting up outside again, misses high. And it's 2-2. "16 pitches in the inning for Clemenson. Currently, that total is at 28 through an inning and 2/3, but a battery has to get. 2-2 pitch. Full count. Somebody can turn on the carousel because everybody's going to be moving. 3-2, 2 out. Sheik, Hilmert, and Ebling will be off with the pitch. Winston steps off. And the pace of this one so far has, with runners on, it has not been brisk. "3-2. Runners go, fouled away. We'll restart it. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Fans, be alert and watch for foul balls at the end of the seating area. Please help us by returning all foul balls to the concession stand.
Pitch number 7 of this plate appearance here, and boy, what a battle. Similar to what we saw to end the first inning, where Nelson fouled off 3 pitches and then drove one to fairly deep left center field that McMenemy was able to flag down. Here we go again, 3-2. And the payoff, and fouled away again. 3 balls, 2 strikes. You get to this point even in the second inning, something like this, every pitch, every at bat, every little thing could have a hand in a win or a loss, even this early in the game. And I think smart baseball fans know that and realize that. You kind of hear it just amongst the crowd. 3-2. In the air, center field, playable. McMenemy coming on, has it measured. He's got it, and the inning's over. Clemenson works through trouble in the bottom of the second as Post 2, 2 hits and a hit batter. They strand the maximum. No runs, 2 hits, no errors. 3 left as Clemenson, pitch count wise, 32, a 20-pitch inning as he leaves them full at the bottom of the second. 2-2, no score.
We raise the bar on bar food with sandwiches, tenders, and burgers. more where this came from. To the greatest of all times, Buffalo Wild Wings. With 26 flavors, got a sauce for every squad. Don't drip on the drip. The greatest of all times, Buffalo Wild Wings.
No scores. We go to the top of the third inning from Jack Williams Stadium, the State Class AA American Legion Baseball Tournament. The other state tournaments are on. It is day 3 in Williston. They're down to 6 teams. They knocked out 2 yesterday, and Castleton leading Williston. It's 5-0. That is in the third inning there. The Fargo Jets will need a win to stay alive. They'll face Kindred about 2:30 this afternoon. And the State Class B tournament is about 70 miles away down in Lisbon. They are into day 2 there. First day winners were Garrison, Thompson, Grafton. I'm trying to remember the fourth. Give me a minute. Oh, Edgley was the fourth one. They won by a run over Burlington. Called strike, and it is 0-1 to Jake Dangerud. Dangerud, Collins, and Medina against Ben Sheets here in the top of the third. Swing in the air to right, playable. As Kozadowski had him shaded just right as he makes the catch. Puts that one away in. Medium deep, hardly had to move, and it played just right. One away.
Shortstop, Jet Collins.
In the top of the third innings, Dangerud singled to right and quickly down here in the second. Sheets does need a quick inning to try and bounce back. Clemenson, 20 pitches in the second. He's at 32 through 2 for the Patriots. Collins pops one up here. Is there room? Foul territory, sliding over and just out of the reach of catcher in a sliding attempt there by Henry Schrum. Not too far from the post 2 dugout. And it is strike 1. There is a lot of foul territory, and just kind of trying to think of ballparks statewide. There's probably as much foul territory here as there is a lot of ballparks. Good hustle by Schrum. 1 strike to Collins. A single back in the opening inning. Popped up here. Playable. Sheik near the bag. Backpedaling and puts it away. So 2 down. So Sheets 2 quick outs. Able to get arguably 2 of the Patriots' better hitters and made pretty quick work of both Dangerud and Collins. Here's Medina, fly to right in his first at bat. Sheets at 46 pitches. Ball 1, no, strike to Medina. Gotta wait on the home plate umpire's call. It is might audibly bark it out first and then make the signal for a strike. But there are some home plate umpires you need to wait on. It's not a complaint. It's everybody has their style. 1-1. Talked about it yesterday between these guys maybe facing off in high school against each other for their various schools. That got a piece of Shrum, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Into the summer level with Legion ball. Not a lot of secrets, I would think. Sheets on 1-2 deals. Drop the arm angle, missed high in 2-2. He does come at you from kind of different arm slots. Two. Missed low and away and a full count. Sheets has not walked a batter, but he has had his share of deep counts. Payoff pitch. Out to short, actually cutting out in front of the runner, where the fielder was the third baseman. Nice job there by Caden Nelson as he cut in front of Ebling. A strong throw in time. And a much-needed 1-2-3 inning there for Ben Sheets as West Fargo down in order in the top of the third. We are through 2.5. 52 pitches through 3 innings for Ben Sheets. Good bounce back inning there. And we're scoreless after 2.5. Class AA state championship game continues in a moment.
If you're looking for a car or a truck and you don't know where to go, Luther Family Ford's a place where prices are so low. Honesty, integrity are what we stand for. Lowest prices every day is what we have in store. Our sales and service is the best, you'll know it ain't no lie. Just come on down to Luther Family Ford and you'll see why.
Just off I-29 and 32nd Avenue. See you there.
A few years ago, my hip was getting to the point where it was affecting my life. When I met you in the office, you listened to what I had to say.
My goal is to teach patients about their diagnosis, explain the treatment options so that they can make the decision that is best for them. And then I want to get to know them, know their symptoms, and know how their symptoms are affecting their quality of life. Because we don't just treat what an x-ray tells us, we treat their symptoms.
I was so impressed with Dr. Lindemeyer that now Essentia is my first choice.
Team been able to break through yet as we are through 2.5 and no score. Both teams have had some good opportunities as Clemenson. Again, even with the number of games that West Fargo's had to play, so now this is game 6 for them in the tournament, to be able to have a reliable arm in Clemenson and a guy that can get you. I know he's going to get you 5-6 innings if he's going right, or maybe even the distance. That knows when you got to win 2. Here's a pop-up Barnacle out to shallow left center. Drifting out shortstop Jet Collins. 1 pitch and 1 is retired here in the bottom of the third. Barnacle doubled his first at bat. We'll bring up Wyatt Kozadowski. Clemenson does not have a strikeout, and the term pitch to contact does give some baseball fans, they like strikeouts. As Kozadowski grounded a second at his first at bat, and a strike, 0-1. Kind of the pitch to contact thing, kind of like, we like strikeouts, but if you know you got a good defense behind you, you're going to throw strikes. You can get the job done. Clemenson has to this point. Kozadowski to right. That is down for a base hit. Good piece of hitting there as he's able to wait back and drop a single into right field as hit number 4. It has been an aggressive approach. If there's been something early in counts, they've been up there. Very aggressive attack against Clemenson. Nelson lined to center. McMenemy, a nice running catch to end the first inning. Nelson is a guy with some extra base and home run power. Post to 1 homer. Kozadowski, a missile for a 2-run home run against Jamestown Tuesday. Just off the plate in ball one. Decent lead over there by Kozadowski as he made a break towards second. 2-0 the count. Now 2-0, a mound visit coming here from, well, won't be from Jordan Rowe. Looks like it'll be Gene Gunderson, that one of the assistants that will come out for a visit. So might have saw something there with Clemenson. As it's 2-0 the count, and they'll take the opportunity here to see if there's whatever they saw to try and get it fixed quickly. West Fargo knew they had Clemenson in their hip pocket for this one, and should they win this one, it becomes a second winner-take-all championship game. And I think after that, it's whoever is available is available. They have, as you would expect, to go through a whole assortment of pitchers, and they've, again, not many can do this, but West Fargo's been able to. They typically have deep roster and can use pitchers in a variety of roles. 2-0. And now 3-0. Pitch as a strike to Nelson, 3-1. Imagine he can turn him loose if you'd like to get something to jump on. Luke Finn was 41 pitches last night. He is unavailable. Clemenson available. Hudson Henrich is available. And Oline is as well, at least among the pitchers that they have used to this point. Runner does not go. And it misses down low, ball 4. Walk to Nelson. More traffic on the bases for post 2. Here is Geary, Hunter Geary. And if you get to that point, you can't be fussy. It's like you just need to find a way to get 21 outs. And whoever can get it to you, or multiple people, you'll take it. Here's Geary, a single in his first at bat. And now time called. Pitch to Geary, swinging a miss and a fastball, and it is 0-1. Clemenson probably has to, and trying to make a living on the outer half of the plate. To the right-handed batters anyway for post 2. And a nice crowd is kind of spread out all over the park here at Jack Williams Stadium. 0-1, low. Blocked nicely by Camarillo, 1-1. Some people enjoying the sun. Get over in the right field bleachers. I can't really tell from that angle, but where there's shade, those spots are pretty popular. 1-1, but boy, beautiful afternoon for this AA championship game. Weather's cooperated for the most part, and actually the nicest 2 days have been Friday and today. Strike. 1-2 to Geary. I don't know who you have to bribe to get that, but well done. 1-2. You know, it can rain next week for all we care. 1-2. Geary, base hit, left field. We'll keep an eye on Kozadowski. Gets the stop sign from Luke Rustad as Geary is 2 for 2, and so far the biggest threat of the afternoon right now for post 2. They're loaded with 1 out. Here is Jack Joyce.
Designated hitter, Jack Joyce.
Line to short in his first at bat. Joyce digs in, as talked to earlier, at a 3-hit game, including a double. That was his best game of the tournament against Jamestown. That misses just inside, ball 1. So it was a strike. See, I gotta wait. 0-1. Kozadowski at third, Nelson at second, and Geary at first. Peek at the infield alignment into the corners, double played up the middle for the Patriots. Was a good spot there from Clemenson. We'll see if he trying to go back inside. Did, jammed him and foul back, 2 strikes. Zink, like he's in a couple of steps in left. McMenemy, medium deep in center. Finn looks to be the deepest of the outfielders as he is camped in straightaway right. 2 strikes. Went back inside and missed. Down and in. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count. Well, the first 3 we've seen have been on the inner half of the plate. Those 2 left a runner on at third in the first, left 2 on last inning. Jammed him and wide of first and foul from Joyce, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Each team wait for the other to blink. 1 and 2. And 3 games against one another, and really the first one in early June, kind of more of an exhibition feel, but 2 one-run games among the 3. Each team has got the other in one of them. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And Clemenson's pitch fouled away. Good piece of hitting from Joyce, and it remains 1 and 2. Two years ago, of course, they actually met twice in that state tournament over at Starion Bank Field. West Fargo won the winner's bracket game on Friday, and those 2 came back, won, punched their ticket for the Central Plains. West Fargo 1 and 10. They met in the Central Plains tournament at Young Field in post 2. After losing their first game of that tournament, came through, beat West Fargo on their way to a trip to Shelby. 1-2. That is just outside. 2 and 2. Around the plate and just missed. Two. Fouled away. We'll do it again. 2 balls, 2 strikes. On both sides, we have seen just good plate appearances, just good battles, pitchers and hitters, where it's 6, 7, maybe 8 pitches. I think we've gone more than maybe 8 in a plate appearance. We are 7 pitches into this at bat. 3 on, 1 out. Full count. It was at 32 when the inning started. Is Clemenson. He's 20 so far, and he is far from getting out of this, it appears. 3-2. Base is full and 1 out, and I think Camarillo signaled for, or I should say Clemenson signaled for Camarillo to come out and make sure they're in agreement. We're over an hour through and not through the bottom of the third, even though it's been scoreless. Hasn't lacked for action. Here we go. 3-2-1 out. And the pitch. Ground ball foul. This will be the 10th pitch of the at-bat, and what a battle it's been. Clemenson against Post 2's Jack Joyce. Clemenson has worked around 5 hits so far, including a pair here in the third. In the air to right. Coming on is Finn. He'll make the catch, and the runner will try to score. Here comes the throw. It is up the line. Bounces away from Camarillo. It's backed up by Clemenson. There's your first run of the game. A 10-pitch plate appearance, and Jack Joyce wins it with a sacrifice fly. Post 2 leads 1-0. About medium deep, but with that being the second out, the appeal to first is all 3 runners tagged up on that. They appealed to see if Geary left early. He did not. And another sacrifice fly. That's 5 in the last 2 games for Post 2. They have that elusive first run of the game, but the other base runners did also advance. So Nelson's at third. Geary is at second. Here is Carson Sheik. Get into a fielder's choice in his first at bat. Fouled. Straight back. For a moment I was waiting. It was going to be very close to landing in here, but it did not. 1 strike. But again, really with that being the second out, you might as well take a shot at it and force the defense to make a play. And the throw came up the line. But the throw getting away, that did allow those additional base runners to gain third and second respectively. It's now 2 strikes to Sheik. Post 2 getting 1, so a base hit potentially is 1 or 2 more. The way this is going, you get 2 or 3. That's, especially as we go along the games, it's going to seem bigger than it normally would. 0-2 from Clemenson. Fastball high, 1-2. Just that 10-pitch at bat alone, he's now at 57 pitches, 25 in the inning. If that 105 comes up on you pretty quick, that happens multiple times. 2-2. He's trying his, he has assorted stuff, off-speed and breaking stuff for his out pitch, and he's not been able at times to put away hitters with that, and that has led to that pitch count to climb a bit. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runners at second and third and 2 down. Fouled away. Off to the right now to play. Still 2-2. Long hesitation. Clemenson once more. 2-2. Breaking pitch. Little looper into right center for a base hit. It'll score a pair of runs as Nelson comes across. Geary right behind him. Great piece of two-strike hitting. Post 2 is a 3-0 lead. Carson Sheik comes through. Just able to fight that one off over Medina into right field as Nelson and Geary come across. That looks mighty large right now. 3-0 post 2, and that'll bring up Hilmert. Hit by a pitch in his first appearance at the plate. That was in the second. And it is ball 1. One-0, it is a strike, 1-1. Hilmert 0 for 2. They run batted in on a run scored against West Fargo earlier in the season. Pitching matchup in the 2-1 game was Jack Joyce against Clemenson. Joyce went 4 1/3. A couple of errors in the field really hurt as that's pulled foul by Hilmert out of play, and it's still a 1-1 count, make it 1-2. And if it would go to a second game, you've not used Joyce yet, he would be an option available to you. Again, Kozanowski is gone through his days of rest since Tuesday. Outside 2-2. And Kozanowski, they got him out after 76 pitches on Tuesday. So he had 3 days rest, so they were able to get him out with a big lead on Tuesday, and Gigstead did a nice job to take care of the rest. 2-2, and again, another deep count. And what we've seen from, as we go a little further down to the post 2 order, just working counts. 3-2, runner goes, that's ball 4, so the inning continues. So in this 3-run inning, pair of walks, 3 singles, sacrifice fly mixed in there as well, as they'll bring up Colby Ebling, and that may be it for Clemenson. As out will come Jordan Rowe. So Clemenson will be done here after 2 2/3 innings. Yep, he will. Jordan Rowe will ask for the ball, and that'll be it for Clemenson. As looks like it'll be Austin O'Lean, who was the designator, was starting in the DH spot. He will come in, and he will pitch here for West Fargo. So O'Lean, who scoreless inning last night against Post 2, will be his 3rd appearance here of the 2026 State AA Tournament. He will get the call here for West Fargo. So 2 2/3 innings for Clemenson. He is responsible for the runners on base, pair of runners on. He will finish pitch count wise. Clemenson 66, 2 2/3 innings. 6 hits allowed, a pair of walks, and a strikeout. So far, 3 runs. Pitching change, breaking the action. 3 in for post 2 in the bottom of the third. 2 on, 2 out. They have a 3-0 lead.
The 2026 North Dakota American Legion Baseball Class AA State Tournament is brought to you by All-Terrain Grounds Maintenance, Shields, Essentia Health, Buffalo Wild Wings, Courtyard by Marriott, Herd and Horns Bar and Grill, Holiday Inn and Holiday Inn Express, Quick Star, Luther Family Ford, North Dakota State University, Radisson Blue, University of North Dakota, and Vision Zero.
Three 3-0, post 2 with the advantage is Austin O'Lean. Third appearance of the state tournament. He pitched Wednesday against Dickinson, a 10-0 win. He was one of 3 pitchers in that game, and also got an inning last night, middle of the game against the Pulse 400 Stars. O'Lean actually 2/3 of an inning, retired both batters he faced against Dickinson. Last night an inning, helped out by really unusual double play, threw just 9 pitches. It was a pop-up that was caught near the backstop by Camarillo. They doubled off 400 runner at second base. So he threw just 9 pitches to get 3 outs, and I would imagine he might be asked to get a few more than 3. 8th batter of the inning is Colby Ebling for post 2. Singled in the second. Fastball in for a strike inside corner, 0-1. Set, and here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. It's difficult to beat post 2. It is doubly difficult to beat them here. Not too many teams come through here to Jack Williams and try to beat them once, let alone twice. They know their ballpark, and they seem to take full advantage of that, as you should. 0-2 and the pitch on the way. Half swing, but Ebling fights it off, and it is 0-2. Sheik at second, Hilmert at first. And the pitch on the way. Fastball misses up and away. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count. So it's a ball and 2 strikes. Outfield straight away for West Fargo. And the delivery. High again, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Seems a bit ironic. West Fargo got all those 2-out runs last, well, really the 2 games yesterday. I think it was all but, it was 14 out of the 15 against Jamestown, and I think it was 7 of the 8, 6 of the 8. It was pretty amazing. It's kind of interesting how it's kind of gone the other way here today. A little pop-up. Out toward short. Collins will make the catch. And the inning is over. So a little jam shot there ends the inning. Ebling retired, but the damage done. Post 2 bats 8, 3 runs, 3 hits. There were no errors. And 2 runners left on. Post 2 with the lead. Go to the 4th. It's 3-0.
I thought leadership meant running meetings or giving speeches. But there are so many different moments that create a leader. Lead your own way. in ways big and small. At the University of North Dakota.
Every day, we work together as a team. It's not just mowing your lawn. We provide full-service property maintenance. Our educated, exceptional team of ISA-certified arborists and master gardeners know what your landscape needs, improving your curb appeal with skilled care. For any landscape, home or business, we go above and beyond because it's a job we truly love to do. Get the most out of your lawn with All Terrain, your local lawn care leader. Call today.
To a 3-0 lead. 2 2/3 innings. Final line for Jordan Clemenson. 2 2/3 innings. 6 hits, 3 runs. 2 walks. Did not strike out a batter. He hit 1. 66 pitches through 2 2/3. And it was 34 before he was removed in the 3rd inning. So Sheets, who had a quick top of the 3rd and got through the 2, 3, and 4 hitters in the order for West Fargo. He will face McMenemy. Now he's got a lead to work with. And West Fargo, who put 38 runs together in their 4 wins, are going to have to generate some offense here. So right now as it stands, 12 outs left in their season. Strike 1 to Sheets. McMenemy grounded a second in his first at bat. Zink and Oline will follow. So with Oline now pitching, the DH, I guess, out of play here outside, and it's 1-1. See that now where you have, I think I've heard it called the Ohtani rule, where if he's pitching, he basically acts as the DH as well. To right. And that will land, base hit. That drops in front of Kozadowski. He didn't hit it great, but he hit it where they weren't. As base hit, that is number 3 for West Fargo as McMenemy is on. Here is Zink, reached on an air, ground ball off of the glove of Sheik at first base. West Fargo getting the leadoff man on for the 2nd time in 4 innings of batting. Fouled away and 1 strike to count. Oh, 1 throw to first, and the runner back in time. Delivery is low. It's 1-1. The count is Sheets has slowed the pace down with runners on. 1-1. Inside, nearly hit him. Ball does get away, and on to second. Will go McMenemy. I believe that'll be a wild pitch that'll get McMenemy that extra base. 2-1 the count. For West Fargo, you don't have to get it all in one shot, but now with runner at second, still nobody out. You can at least feel like you need to get 1 here. Into left center field, into the gap, and that is down. Base hit. That's going to go all the way to deep left center field. McMenemy scores. The second with an RBI double is Landon Zink. And the Patriots get on the board 3-1. That's slicing away from Geary and had enough to, didn't go all the way to the wall, but almost to. The 380 sign and right center fielder, 385, and RBI double. Here's O'Lean, hit by a pitch in his first plate appearance. So a quick answer by West Fargo. They do get one back, and still plenty of swings left. Breaking pitch sails down and in, and it's now ball one to O'Lean. Set, here's the 1-0. In the air to center. Geary coming on, makes the catch for the out. Runner stays put, sharply hit ball, but good read by Hunter Geary to make the catch. One away, top of the fourth inning. That'll bring up Luke Finn.
Number 4, Luke Finn.
Into a fielder's choice in his first at bat. Finn's best game of the plate in the state tournament. He went 2 for 3. Couple of runs batted in. Hey, nice catch there off the deflection on the foul ball. And one strike. He had a 2-hit game, 2 for 3. Scored 1, knocked in 2. A 10-0 win over Dickinson Wednesday evening. One strike pitch. Good pitch. Strike inside corner, and now 0-2. Finn knocked in a run on a fielder's choice against Bismarck. And 4 in the second. And added one on a Collins triple in the 6th. That was 5-1 over Bismarck Thursday night. Jammed and fouled to the netting, and 2 strikes. And hitless in both games yesterday against both Jamestown and Fargo post 400. Check of the runner at second. And the 0-2 again. Missed away, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Be pitch number 66 by our numbers here for Ben Sheets. Popped up, playable, back of third as Nelson makes the catch as he tiptoed to the outfield grass. Catch is made, and we're 2 down. So Sheets wins the battle, and the pop-up in just back of third. It was a fair ball catch that'll bring up Camarillo. Struck out in his first at bat.
Ryan Camarillo.
Sheets will be a senior at Fargo North here. In about a month or so, will start his senior year of school. Striking nothing in 1. And a good pitcher kind of through the levels. Post 2 baseball. Saw him throw a no-hitter. I don't know, it was last year, a couple of years ago, against one of the post 400 teams. 1 strike. Long look, a couple of glances at the runner at second base, and now 1-1. RBI double from Zink. He was there with nobody out, and there he remains with 2 away here in the 4th inning. Can a post 2 win? They clinch state championship number 30. Be 30 in program history. The 1-1 to left center field. Geary over, has it measured. He's got it, and the side is retired. Well struck ball, but the out recorded. But West Fargo gets one back. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors. They strand one as we are through 3.5 here at Jack Williams Stadium. The Post 2 lead is now 3-1 here in this Class AA final.
There are times in life when being aggressive is necessary. It can help you win the game. Being assertive can help you close the deal. Charging ahead can help you overcome obstacles. But when it comes to driving, being aggressive can be deadly. Speeding, tailgating, and cutting off other drivers can cause crashes and put lives at risk. Always drive responsibly and never aggressively. Remember, speeding catches up with you.
Through in this final 3-1 Post 2 with the lead. Ben Sheets stands at 69 pitches as he works here. Well, got through 4 innings anyway. I think the question for Post 2, I'd imagine Kozadowski's available, so you bring him in to try and close the door if need be. But those decisions, not have to make those quite yet, as O'Lean got a clean start here as he was able to get the final out of the third. Here comes Post 2. They will start with the top of the order, and Henry Schrum.
Leading off the bottom of the fourth for Post 2, catcher Henry Schrum.
Schrum 0 for 2, line to second in the first, fly to center against Clemenson to end the second. And get a look here at O'Lean. Schrum will be a junior at Fargo South this fall. Look at the 28 grads, it's pretty good ones with Barnacle and Schrum, Jack Joyce, another one. So, as usual, the cupboard is not bare. 0-1. High and away, 1 ball, 1 strike, the count. One pitch. Oh, good overhand delivery there, and a strike. Good pitch there from O'Lean. It's maybe not 12-6, but he at least wanted to be about 1-5, and Schrum might have been sitting on a fastball, and that dropped over. It's 1-2. And the pitch on the way. Fastball misses outside 2-2. We're O'Lean, a guy we've seen in relief, but probably in this situation here, you stretch him, probably need to stretch him out with the situation here with West Fargo knowing they need 2 wins. Need one to get a second, or at least the opportunity for a second. 2-2. I think ideally that would be the goal is to if you could at least get him to the finish line. Here's the 3-2. And ball 4. Just missed. Good plate appearance for Schrum. I'll bring up Barnacle. We have a courtesy runner at first. Evan Felber will run at first for Fargo Post 2. As Barnacle steps in. 1 for 2, a double back of the first. He bunts. First base side, good bunt. O'Lean flip to first. and got him for the out. That moves Schrum to second. So a sacrifice pitcher to first for out number 1.
Right fielder, Wyatt Kozadowski.
I'll bring up Kozadowski, 1 for 2. Single to start that 3-run uprising. It was a 1-out hit. He has 3 in the bottom of the 3rd. Joyce's sacrifice flying. Sheik, a huge 2-out, 2-run single. O'Lean delivers a fastball, strike 1. 0-1. And one of these situations that Post 2 really, they're good at, and they really thrived on yesterday against Post 400 as an example. Swing and a miss. And it is 2 strikes where they'd get leadoff batter or maybe the first 2 on. They were able to generate runs off of that and really did that. Well, they scored in 4 of their 6 innings of batting, and probably use an example in just about all 4 of those innings. 2 strikes. And a fastball high to Kozadowski, 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Well, the summer season goes, try to get as much as you can into 2 months, or the teams that get a little further, maybe 2.5, kind of leads you up right into the start of school. 1-2, out to second. Down to Winnie Medina as he'll go on to first in time for the out. Schrum, check that. Felber moves to third. And 2 down for Caden Nelson.
Number 13, Caden Nelson.
Walked in his last plate appearance. Did come around to score. Scored on Sheik's single. As the Texas A&M commit to the plate. And the delivery fouled back to the netting and strike 1. Those 2 does not have any 25s, any super seniors on the roster, and it's a mix of, honestly, some younger guys that maybe have a year or 2 eligibility left that are contributing now. That's a good sign. 1-1 the count. Same thing could apply with West Fargo as well. That program is pretty well stocked. You go down even to the younger levels as well. They no shortage of baseball players from the top on down. 1-1. High in the air to left center field. It's hit well. McMenemy back, still chasing, and he will chase it down. Hit well, but into deep left center field. McMenemy the catch. Nelson retired. And that does it here for Post 2 in the 4th inning. Leadoff walk from Schrum with Felber taking over on the bases. He is stranded at third. They strand 1, no runs, hits, or errors. As we are through 4, 3-1 Post 2.
A few years ago, my hip was getting to the point where it was affecting my life. When I met you in the office, you listened to what I had to say.
My goal is to teach patients about their diagnosis, explain the treatment options so that they can make the decision that is best for them. And then I want to get to know them, know their symptoms, and know how their symptoms are affecting their quality of life. Because we don't just treat what an x-ray tells us, we treat their symptoms.
I was so impressed with Dr. Lindemeyer that now Essentia is my first choice.
Every day, we work together as a team. It's not just mowing your lawn. We provide full-service property maintenance. Our educated, exceptional team of ISA-certified arborists and master gardeners know what your landscape needs. improving your curb appeal with skilled care. For any landscape, home, or business, we go above and beyond because it's a job we truly love to do. Get the most out of your lawn with All Terrain, your local lawn care leader. Call today.
Okay, sounds good. 3-1 as we head to, thank you, top of the fifth inning. As a 3-1 game. Kind of discussing, well, tournament most valuable player, and there's a lot of pretty good options out there, and we'll see once the smoke clears and we have ourselves a state champion. As we head to the top of the fifth, it will be the top of the order for the West Fargo Patriots. Zinker, Dangerud, and Collins. We're in the top of the fifth inning as we are about an hour 40 through it. It has not been a fast-paced game by any stretch of the imagination, but it has been, like I said, it's been a tight matchup. Let's look into the South Dakota Championship. They are playing down in Rapid City with Post 22 on a Rapid City trying to clinch the title. They would have to be beat twice by Sioux Falls as ball one here. Zanker is 0 for 2. Top three batters in the order who have been a problem much of the state tournament. Ground ball goes past third, and reaching will be Zanker. Be an error charge to Nelson at third base as that one just over third and a fair ball. And West Fargo gets the leadoff man on. Second, post 2 error. Here's Dangerud with single and flying to right. But Dangerud and Collins first inning singles, but as a whole, haven't done full capability of damage. Throw over there on the runner back, and I think you'll notice with Sheik, when he covers first base or he's holding runners on, he's not right at the bag. Just give you a quick look at that. Strike one here to Dangerud. Single in the first, fly to right against Sheets in the third. Throw to first and the runner back. Just because of where West Fargo is in the batting order, and the lead the way it is, this a big inning for Sheets in post 2. If you can get through this and put a 0 up in the fifth, not that the rest of the order can't get something done, but I would say you get through this without a blemish. That could play a factor the rest of the way. Throw to first. And taking a lot of concentration there on the base runner Zinker. And time called, granted. Rapid City is leading Sioux Falls in that South Dakota Championship. It is now 4-3 in the bottom of the fifth inning. If Rapid City wins, they are headed to the Bismarck-Mandan area next weekend. Mandan, the host for the Central Plains tournament, starting Thursday through Sunday. So that'd be what, the 6th through the 9th. Two strikes. And Dangerud misses inside. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count. Kind of look at guys that have really been standouts in this state tournament. Look at this guy. McMenemy has been really one of their most consistent hitters. He's had a hit in each game for West Fargo in the state tournament. Throw to first, and the runner back again. If we were in Major League Baseball, I think he'd be out of disengagements. I love that term. 2-2. But here in this level, you can throw over there as much as you feel like. 2-2. Shea Dangaroo to pull in the outfield. Line base hit. Into right field. Kozanowski will charge. To second is Zanker. Here comes West Fargo. 2 on. And nobody out for Jet Collins. As time called, Jordan Rose going to ask for time and talk with base runners and batters. And Gunnar Lindstad, pitching coach for Post 2, will come out and have a word. So I think both teams realizing that this isn't going to completely decide everything, but this is a key point in the game. West Fargo trying to take advantage of that. I was kind of joked over the years with West Fargo, just with the pitching they've had, and pitching and defense. If they're going to beat you, they're going to beat you 3-1 or 4-2, and that's not a bad thing. It's just the way they've had a lot of success with that. But we have seen, at least in the last couple of games, when they've needed to score some runs, they've been able to put up some pretty good numbers. And what's the magic number going to be today? 3-1 right now, and here comes Collins. 1 for 2, popped to first in his last at bat. Look at the infield alignment, into the corners, and back up the middle for Post 2. Sheets did a good job last inning. The first 2 batters reach. Collins offering to bunt. Nobody covering second base. As shortstop Ebling went to cover third on a potential bunt attempt. And 1 strike to Collins. Sheets did a good job after giving up those first 2 hits. Zink's double got West Fargo on the board. Out the next 3 hitters, got 7, 8, 9 in the batting order to keep it at 1. This might be a little tougher road to hoe outside. And Collins shortened, but didn't get a pitch to bunt. 1 ball, 1 strike. Post 2 anticipating the bunt is still in order as Sheik and Nelson come in from each corner. Here's the 1-1. Breaking pitch sails outside. 2-1 the count. West Fargo 39 wins for the summer. 39-14. They won, I believe it was 45 a year ago. State AA champs. They won, added to that with, I believe it was 3 wins at the Central Plains. Only 2 losses were to Lincoln East. That one just outside. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. West Fargo did not have Hudson Dinger, who will play collegiately at NDSU. He had surgery and had some arm trouble. And he was one of their top pitchers and also was a solid hitter at the plate, but really pitching-wise is probably where they miss him the most. 3-1 now to Collins, and Sheets 1 pitch away from loading them up here with nobody out in the 5th. It is ball 4. They're loaded up. Just missed outside, and West Fargo has filled them up here with nobody out in the 5th. 80 pitches for Sheets right now, and out will come Gunnar Lindstedt. They have worked around base runners, or he's tried to. Left 2 on to the 1st. Left 2 more on. Did West Fargo in the 2nd. 1, 2, 3, 3rd. And left Zink at 2nd. So 5 left on. So there have definitely been some opportunities, as that's going to be it for Sheets. 81 pitches is the final count for Ben Sheets. 4 innings, pitching to 3 batters, retiring none here in the 5th inning. So, new pitcher coming on here for post 2. I think it's going to be Gigstead again, as looks like, yeah. Looks like it'll be Gigstead who 81 for Sheets, 4 innings. Gigstead, who had a scoreless 7th yesterday against Post 2. Back at Gigstead, it will be the lefty and Fargo Davies product. Back at Gigstead will come in here in a tough situation. Bases loaded, nobody out. With Medina and McMenemy forthcoming here for West Fargo. So 3 on, nobody out. Top of the 5th. Post 2 leading by a 3-1 score. Back in just a moment.
The 2026 North Dakota American Legion Baseball Class AA State Tournament is brought to you by All-Terrain Grounds Maintenance, Shields, Essentia Health, Buffalo Wild Wings, Courtyard by Marriott, Herd and Horns Bar and Grill, Holiday Inn and Holiday Inn Express, Quick Star, Luther Family Ford, North Dakota State University, Radisson Blue, University of North Dakota, and Vision Zero.
So Gigstead, who inning in a 3rd scoreless relief, struck out 1 against Jamestown Tuesday night. Scoreless inning against Fargo post 400 yesterday in relief, and makes his 3rd appearance of the tournament. So Gigstead will be asked to get some very important outs here in the 5th inning, as West Fargo, an error, a single, and a walk have loaded the bases. With nobody out in the 5th inning, as Brody Medina had 3 RBI singles combined, 2 against Jamestown, the 15-1 win yesterday afternoon for the Patriots. Followed that with an RBI single yesterday against Post 400, and has an RBI chance here. 3 on, nobody out. Brother Brady Medina played baseball at Southeastern Community College. Medina also hockey player for West Fargo as well. And the delivery. Fastball up and in, ball 1. First 2 outings at State, Gigstead's command pretty good. He did come in with Post 2 with pretty sizable leads. This situation definitely has a little more oomph to it. 1-0. It is a strike inside corner, 1-1 to Medina. And you have dangerous hitter McMenemy on deck, and then after that, 3 left-handed batters, and I'm sure that might be what Luke Rusted and Gunnar Lindstedt thinking. Once you get through these 2, that's 3 lefties in a row that'll follow. 5 hits for the Patriots so far. in the air, right center field, coming on. Kozadowski makes the catch, and no advance by the base runners. Throw back in. Kozadowski the catch, big out there as Medina is retired. And one down to the fifth. Medina will be giving McMenemy a quick scouting report as he digs in. J.J. McMenemy 1 for 2, and he has been, well, they've had a lot of hitting stars, especially in the last couple of days, but it seemed like McMenemy has been maybe their most consistent guy at the plate through this state tournament. And can one of the youngest guys in the West Fargo roster come through with in one of the biggest moments here for the Patriots? Again, they need to win this game to force a second winner-take-all title matchup. Outside ball one. McMenemy, a couple of doubles and a triple so far in this state tournament. The outfield, Hilmert appears to be a little bit deeper than Geary in center, and Kozadowski laying shallow and right. Strike inside corner, and it's 1-1. Kozadowski there, in fact, he played shallow and really positioned himself right, and where wasn't going to be really an opportunity for Dangaroo to try and tag and score. Flipped foul, 1-2 now to McMenemy. Those twos position themselves to whether it's one or potentially two games that feel like they've got the pieces in place to finish the job and take home a state championship. Out to second, knocked out at second, flip to the bag for one, on to first, and in time they turn two. A sharply hit ball, 4-6-3. Nice play to Barnacle, and the quick turn by Ebling. And the Patriots are turned away in the fifth. As Gigstead comes through, gets two big outs, and his defense sparkling behind him. A 6-3 double play. Takes care of McMenemy in a close play at first. Post two hangs on to the lead as we are through 4.5. Would that be a huge momentum swing? 3-1, post two in this Class AA final.
Ted, I noticed that you once played American Legion Junior Baseball. Is that the way you started your baseball career?
Well, it sure was, Jim. I used to play for the DeWitt C. Mitchell, post number 201 in San Diego, California. It was a great break for me, too.
Well, how do you mean that, Ted?
While playing American Legion Baseball, I learned about the value of team play, sportsmanship, and met a lot of fine fellows in the process. Besides that, I learned a lot of baseball through the organized competition that the program affords. I think that every boy in America should play American Legion Junior Baseball if it is at all possible for him to do so.
Thank you, Ted Williams. And here's hoping you keep right on winning batting championships for many years. This is Jim Red reminding you.
Fifth inning. So Luke Rustad talked to home plate umpire, and then Dave Klunt, who's at second base, came over and trying to figure out what exactly Luke would have questions on, and that's might be, like I said, maybe on the throw at second perhaps, or on the double play. Might have been one possible thing there, but they were able to still turn it. Would have been the case, maybe had they not, maybe some interference there, which could have led to an errant throw, but a tough double play. One Barnacle hitting not a real great hop, but handled it cleanly. Hunter Geary will lead things off for post 2. And then you need that quick turn, and Ebling on to first to get McMenemy. Strike one here as O'Lean will face Geary, Joyce, and Sheik in the bottom of the 5th. But there was West Fargo's opportunity, and they come up empty. Come up empty there as, depending on how things go in the 6th, looks like the top of the order, at least some of the top of the order, will get one more plate appearance, if not in the 6th, in the 7th inning. But for West Fargo, it felt like that was they'd gotten Sheets out of the game. It felt like that was their chance to break it open, or at least have a chance to get a little closer, potentially tie or grab the lead. But Gagstad getting 3 outs and 2 batters. 2-1. Geary has 2 singles so far this afternoon, out of the 6 for post 2. Smothered by Camarillo, and now 3 balls, 1 strike. And the delivery, it is a leadoff walk, so Geary is on for the 3rd time. Leadoff base runner, as that'll bring up Joyce. And a long plate appearance, 10 pitches worth against Clemenson, a sacrifice fly. Brought home the game's first run. Post 2, 3 in the 3rd. West Fargo answered the top of the 4th on a Landon Zink double. As Joyce, who swings on the first offering here, and that is popped up into shallow right center field. Long run as Finn peeling off at the last second was Medina, and Finn able to make the catch. And there's one away, so Joyce retired. He's now 0 for 2 with that sacrifice fly, and here is Carson Sheik.
First baseman, Carson Sheik.
2-run single at 2-out, 2-run base hit into right field. Made it a 3-0 advantage. And Sheik digs in, inside, ball 1. Sheik, part of that Fargo South State Championship team in the spring. He and Cade Nelson, only 2 of their top pitchers. 1-0 the count. And a strike called, 1-1. And the delivery in the dirt. Nice job. I mean, not much is able to get past Ryan Camarillo in this state tournament. Another good block. 2 balls, 1 strike, the count. Changing speeds. Off speed there from O'Lean. That misses up in the zone. 3-1. Hilmert on deck. Post 2 has had the leadoff man on. This is the 3rd time as they hit in the bottom of the 5th inning. Ball 4. So 2 on and 1 out for post 2. So a pair of walks. Sheik is on. And that'll bring up Hilmert. Hilmert hit by a pitch and walks, so reached base twice.
Left fielder, Brander, Hilmert.
Bottom of the order yesterday for post 2 against post 400 wasn't glamorous, but they got production. Got a couple of walks and an RBI from Sheik. Sacrifice fly from Hilmert. Got a run scored from Colby Ebling. It's not a lot, but it certainly helps. Called strike and 0-1. Again, you look at post two, and there's standout guys. You look at Kozadowski and certainly Sheik in there with how well he pitched. Cade Nelson, how he threw, but Sheik with one hitter against Bismarck. But up and down the lineup, everybody, it's the sum of all the parts. 0-1. Swing and a miss and 2 strikes. And everybody's, when all the gears are firing, that's when you get success. And certainly the case with this crew this season, earning the #1 seed, knowing that state tournament was going to be at their ballpark. Maybe a little bit of added bonus. 0-2. Fastball struck him out. And they'll just elevate a fastball there in O'Lean with a strikeout. First strikeout for West Fargo pitching combined from Clemenson and O'Lean. And 2 away for Colby Ebling.
Colby Ebling.
Ebling singled back of the second. He's 1 for 2. Swings, hits one high in the air to left field. As playable and caught out there in left field. Is handled there by Landon Zink, and the side is retired. So Ebling first pitch swinging, and O'Lean works around a pair of walks. And post 2 strands 2 here in the bottom of the 5th inning. So 5 in the books here from Jack Williams Stadium in North Fargo in this Class AA championship. Still 3-1, Fargo post 2.
A few years ago, my hip was getting to the point where it was affecting my life. When I met you in the office, you listened to what I had to say.
My goal is to teach patients about their diagnosis, explain the treatment options so that they can make the decision that is best for them. And then I want to get to know them, know their symptoms, and know how their symptoms are affecting their quality of life. Because we don't just treat what an x-ray tells us, we treat their symptoms.
I was so impressed with Dr. Lindemeyer that now Essentia is my first choice.
Can you hear it? It's heritage. Can you feel it? It's transformation. Can you see it? It's a new kind of horizon. Your brightest moment is right now. North Dakota State University. See how far your horizons will go.
3-1 game. A look at Jack Williams Stadium as look out at left field. 3-1 as for Gigstead. How big was it to get out of that jam? We talked about looking further down the lineup. He'll face 3 left-handed hitters here in the 6th. Zink, O'Lean, and Finn, the scheduled hitters, will face the Southpaw Gigstead. So far, 3 1/3 innings, scoreless relief, spread out through 3 games, but has to get some more important outs here in the 6th. Strike 1. Zink has reached base twice on an error in the 2nd. He doubled home McMenemy for West Fargo's only run in the 4th inning. Changing speeds there and missed. 1 ball, 1 strike. Gigstead, far side of the rubber, and a well-hit ball, right center field. Chasing Kozadowski, he won't get it. That one's going to go all the way to the wall in right center field as Zink for 2 makes the turn. He wants 3. There'll be a throw. Actually, no throw to third base. It does finally get there and rolls to Nelson. It's a triple. So Zink on a 1-1 offering drills one. And Kozadowski has played, and the strategy is to play shallow, that time over his head. And deep into right center field. So a leadoff triple, and here come the Patriots again. Here's O'Lean. Been hit by a pitch in line to center. That was against Sheets. Post 2 will play the infield back. And ball 1 here. Only exception there, you see where Cade Nelson is set up. Even with the bag off the line, the rest of the infield, they'll swap a run for an out. 1-0. Outside, reaching for it, Schrum, and it's 2-0 the count. Higstad had not given up a hit in his relief outing until now, or any of his relief appearances. A big one for the Patriots as they start things up again in the 6th. Fastball. And a strike. Now the count 2-1. We're over the 2-hour mark on this one. It has not been played at a crisp pace. Throw back to third. Does force a draw throw from Schrum. Will get Zink back to the bag. So if we do have a second game, we're going to blow past 2:30. It's going to be 3 or past that if 1 is not enough today. A lot of base runners on, but the pace has just been, it's not been quick. 3-1. Strike called. And a full count, 3-2. So another 3-2 from Gigstad, and that is into left for a base hit. Just out of the reach of a leaping Nelson. It's a 3-2 game. Good piece of hitting there as Austin O'Lean able to fight one off in a loop single into left field, just out of the reach of a leaping Cade Nelson. 1-run game as we will have a pinch hitter. Cooper Fuchs is going to hit for Luke Finn, it appears. And with that, Gunnar Lindstedt will come out for a trip to the mound as well. So the wheels start turning a little bit more here as I'm going to announce a pinch hitter as so it looks like Brody Strom is coming in as well, so he may run for O'Lean, and they will get Fuchs to bat for Finn, it appears, but we'll wait for everybody to disperse here before we... Yep, that is going to be the case. So Strom will run at first for O'Lean, and Cooper Fuchs will hit for Luke Finn. Finn leaves the game 0 for 2. Say hello to Brody Strom over there at first. So Fuchs will hit. Finn leaves the game 0 for 2. There is no re-entry here in Class 2A. We'll have a lefty for another lefty is Fuchs. Nelson's anticipating a bunt. He shows on the bunt attempt. He pulls back as it's outside for ball 1. Let's say for a pitcher, you know that they're going to bunt. I've heard somebody say they're going to give you an out. Just get it over the plate and let them give you that opportunity to give you an out. 1-0. And missed again. 2-0 the count. Well, he turned that through the bottom of the order. So far, it's been productive. West Fargo got 2 hits from Zink. That hit from O'Lean. You know that you might get back to the top of the order in this inning. if not the 7th. Nelson can almost shake hands with Fuchs, how close he is. That's where he is on the diamond. 2-1 the count. We've seen that a couple of times in this tournament where third baseman comes racing in. Nelson, or post 2 was one of them, where they were able to guess right on that and get it out. Two one, inside, hit him. That's even better than a bunt. So Fuchs hit by the pitch. The go-ahead run is now at first for the Patriots, and that'll bring up Ryan Camarillo. So if the bunt was on there, it's definitely on now. Camarillo lined to center in his first at bat. And out comes Gunnar Lindstedt, and they will waste no time. They're going to bring in, looks like it'll be Wyatt Kozadowski to, they knew at some point they were going to use him, and now is the time. So Wyatt will be summoned in from right field. You're going to see him come jogging in, and we will have corresponding changes as well. So Gegstad, who got through a huge jam, there's Joyce. He will go to right field. He was the DH, so he goes to right. DH now out of play for post 2. And Wyatt Kozadowski, who threw 4 2/3 innings of one-hit baseball against Jamestown earlier in this tournament, will be asked to get, as it looks, 6 outs to try and preserve this one for post 2. Gegstad threw 20 pitches, goes 1 inning, gave up 2 hits so far, a run. He is on the hook for the 2 runners on base. So one of post 2's best, Wyatt Kozadowski, will come on here to try and keep a 1-run lead. It's not going to be easy. 2 on, nobody out. Camarillo to the plate. It's 3-2 post 2. We'll return after this.
The 2026 North Dakota American Legion Baseball Class AA State Tournament is brought to you by All-Terrain Grounds Maintenance, Shields, Essentia Health, Buffalo Wild Wings, Courtyard by Marriott, Herd and Horns Bar and Grill, Holiday Inn and Holiday Inn Express, Quick Star, Luther Family Ford, North Dakota State University, Radisson Blue, University of North Dakota, and Vision Zero.
Pitching for Fargo post 2. Number 1, Wyatt Kozadowski.
Kozadowski on his second appearance. The state tournament here for Fargo post 2. Joyce is in right field, so there are the defensive changes. You see Jack Joyce out in right as so Kozadowski threw 76 pitches Tuesday in 4 2/3, 1 hit, just a scratch infield single from Braxton Perkins of Jamestown, 1 walk, 4 strikeouts. There you see a very compact delivery to the plate, a lot of movement. He finishes things up as it will be Ryan Camarillo. First 3 batters have reached for the Patriots here in the 6th on a Zink triple. An Austin O'Lean single, and now Finn clipped by the pitch. So here we go. First and second, nobody out, and Camarillo. Imagine the bunt. I'll be surprised if the bunt is not in order here as Camarillo steps to the plate. Check out the outfield alignment. One is on, and pitches ball 1. Just missed, maybe a little low, perhaps outside, just off the plate, 1-0. Set from Kozadowski. Nelson charges in from third. Bunt is foul. Is just spun foul right at the edge of the left-handed hitter's batter's box. As Schrum, to his credit, picked it up and put the tag on just in case, but it is 1-1. Trying to get that bunt down, and that one couldn't have gone more than 4 or 5 feet from home plate. It wasn't very far. Well, with the third baseman charging in, Camarillo might be thinking if I can at least get it towards the mound or right side, probably be the most effective. Time called. We've not had, I think, just one extra inning game so far here in the state tournament. Camarillo offers at a bunted tap, throw back to second. Runner's going to reach third base. As Strom, anticipating the bunt was going to be down, it was not, so he was committed to the bit. He's going to take off for third and did draw a throw from Strom, but Strom gets to third. Tying run is now 90 feet away. Camarillo did not get the bunt down. So now the count 1-2. So runners on the corners, nobody out. Again, you're trying to, as a base runner there, trying to anticipate the break, and if you get far enough off a second, you're just going to have to say, you know what, I got to take a chance and go, and it worked out this time. 1-2, it is just off the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes. To the Patriots catcher. Zanker on deck, fastball, struck him out. Kozadowski went back to what he knows and blew a fastball by him, 1 away. Here in the top of the 6th inning. Only the second strikeout for post 2 pitching. Had a combined 3 strikeouts between the 2 teams. Top of the order now, Zanker, 0-for-3. Reached on an error to begin the 5th. Strom at third. And Fuchs at first. And the delivery, it is low, knocked down by Schrum. And it's 1-0. So not only did they get the top of the order back in the lineup, it will start here in the 6th. So get back to Zinker. Dangerud on deck. And Collins in the hole. 1-0 pitch. Good slider there and a strike. 1-1. Some late movement on that from Kozadowski. One. Fastball foul back. He was on that. Fastball was Zinker, and it's now 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here we go again. There have been so many instances on both sides in this game where a big hit or two could make the difference. Post 2 got one from Sheik late in the 3rd inning. West Fargo, in situations like this that as a whole they have come up empty. Time called as the runs they got were early in innings with nobody out, but it's been runners on, 1 out, 2 out. They've not been able to get it done. 1-2, got him. Strike 3 on the outside corner and 2 down. Pair of strikeouts, and Kozadowski Not quite out of the woods yet. He'll have to deal with a good one in Jake Dangerud. 2 singles and 3 trips for Dangerud. And has a grand slam so far in the books here in the state tournament. Don't need one of those. A base hit here would even do the trick. So first and third. As you see Fuchs off first base. Set, and the delivery. Foul off to the left and out of play, and 1 strike. So trying to get ahead with that fastball, and he comes at you just so quick to the plate. Almost like a bull charging at you from 60 feet, 6 inches. He was a wrestler in high school, and he's got that mentality. Line, base hit, right field. That will tie the game. Strom will score. Digging for third. Fuchs will get there, and Dangerud has evened the game with a 2-out RBI single. There was the 2-out hit that had been missing. We're even at 3. Third hit for Dangerud, and that will move the line to Jet Collins. So it's first and third again, as Collins has a single and a walk. He is 1 for 2. Walked in his last plate appearance. Kozadowski delivers and missed inside. That run charged to Gigstad. So both runs in the inning charged to the left-handers. So no decision for Sheets, and now for Clemenson as well. As that one in the dirt, able to hold up Collins. Well, they will appeal down to first, but no swing. It's 2-0. Well, the Patriots, who had base runners every inning but the third, and finally come through to even the game here in the 6th. You've got to tie it. It took a while to get there. Now try and reclaim the lead. 2-0. In the air to right center field. Geary chasing. He won't get it. Base hit. Bounces away from him. He'll try and chase it down. 1 run to score. They will send Dangerud as the throw to the plate coming and late. Collins doubles home 2 in the lead of the Patriots. It's 5-3 in the 6th. Double, 2 runs batted in as Geary went to play it. It bounced away from him. And that probably allowed the second run to score. If he's able to get to that, you probably keep Dangerud maybe at third. As Fuchs and Dangerud score 2 massive 2-out hits. It's a 4-run inning now for the Patriots. And that'll bring up Brody Medina. Eighth batter of the inning now for West Fargo. Medina is 0 for 3. And the delivery, breaking pitch, outside, ball 1. Almost like they took last inning's frustration out. And able to respond here quickly to take the lead back in the 6th inning. Medina foul tip. Got a piece of Schramm, and it's 1-1. Well, early in the game, they had been able to keep those top 3 hitters in check. Well, they've done so with Zenker, but how about Dangerud and Collins? A combined 5 for 7. Now with 3 runs batted in. Kozanowski deals. It is a strike. Outside corner, 1-2 to Medina. Kozanowski deals. It is outside, and 2 balls, 2 strikes. Again, it really was the bottom of the order that got this going. Zink, O'Lean, Fuchs was trying to bunt and ended up getting hit by a pitch. We'll see some defensive changes with the changes here in the inning. Medina hits one to right. Coming on, Joyce can't get it. That's in for a base hit. It'll score another run as Collins dives headlong into home plate. Another RBI single. Medina with some 2-out magic. 5 in the inning, and the Patriots lead 6-3. Medina, 4 RBIs in the last 2 days. A big 2-out hit there. 5 hits in the inning now. A home run away from the cycle. That'll bring up McMenemy. Came up with the bases full, 1 out, wrapped into a 4-6-3 inning-ending double play against Gagstad of the 5th. And lo and behold, here he is again against Kozadowski. Ground ball, that'll sneak through into right for a base hit. Joyce will play it. And Medina to second. And the line continues to move. Zink, who started it, will hit for the second time here in the inning. Zink is a double and a triple so far. And Schrum will visit here with Kozadowski. All of the scoring here, well, most of the scoring, 4 of the 5 runs have come with 2 out, and we harped on it multiple times yesterday. The volume of 2-out runs that West Fargo scored, well, here you go. 4 of the 5 here in the 6th. 4 straight hits with 2 out. After Kozanowski got Camarillo and Zinker, that 3rd out has been a bugger to try and get. And the delivery down low. The way this is going, if we go the full 7, it might be 3 hours. We are 2.5 right now. It does not lack drama, that is for certain. As Zink tired of waiting and asked for time, and that's granted. Kozanowski sets, delivers. Late breaking pitch over for a strike. 1-1 the count. 22 pitches for Kozanowski and has not gotten out of the 6th inning. He is retired. Got 2 outs. We're going to miss there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Close the book on Gagstad. 1 inning, 2 hits. 3 runs, all earned. Neither a walk or a strikeout. Kozanowski steps off and wants a new set of signs from Schrum. And the pitch, able to fight that one off. Zink fouls it away. It is 1-2. 10th batter of the inning here for the Patriots. They have scored 5. One-two delivery. It is low. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. They've gotten pitches to hit. They have not missed them against Kozadowski. They've kind of had his fastball timed pretty well. 2-2. Breaking pitch. Got him. Strike 3 on the outside corner. Some backdoor movement there as Zink retired, but the damage done. 5 in the inning for the Patriots. 5 runs, 6 hits, no errors, and they strand 1. The lead now to the Patriots as we go to the bottom of the 6th. 6-3 West Fargo.
Every day, we work together as a team. It's not just mowing your lawn. We provide full-service property maintenance. Our educated, exceptional team of ISA-certified arborists and master gardeners know what your landscape needs, improving your curb appeal with skilled care. For any landscape, home or business, we go above and beyond because it's a job we truly love to do. Get the most out of your lawn with All Terrain, your local lawn care leader. Call today.
Gear up for Quick Star's Mountain Dew Quick Climb. Now through August 16th, play each day for free in your Quick Rewards app and score bonus plays with every eligible item you grab. Every day, someone's cashing in. So open the app and get climbing. Win big with Quick Star's Mountain Dew Quick Climb.
Well, West Fargo's taken the lead, and Austin Olean's job, well, still to get some outs, but definitely has a little extra meaning to it now as he is the pitcher of record. Your pitchers of record now stand to be Olean and Gigstad, as it will be post 2 to bring up the top of the order. Schrum, Barnacle, and Kozadowski. Again, you go back, they got 3 in the 3rd, got the big 2-out hit from Carson Sheik. Got Schrum on a leadoff walk, got him to scoring position, got him actually to 3rd, did not get him home, stranded 2 runners out of the 5th as Olean got outs when he absolutely positively had to get them. First pitch to Schrum is a ball, 1-0. Schrum, Barnacle, and Kozadowski for post 2, who are now down for the first time here in the state tournament. Just to show you how big of an inning and how rare that's been for post 2 pitching. Strike makes it a 1-1 count. Just to give you a little perspective, 2 runs allowed in, actually 3 in the first 25 innings for Fargo post 2, and including 1 in the first 5 today. And they gave up 5 in the 6. West Fargo, and that's no easy task. West Fargo, 4 big 2-out hits, 3 run-producing hits with 2 outs to tie it and then eventually swipe the lead. 3-1 now to Schrum. Again, you get to the end of a tournament, you're going to call on guys, especially in the mound, maybe that weren't some of the top pitchers to get big outs. I always think that's interesting, where you use some of your aces early in the tournament, and hopefully you can maybe with the pitch count rules get them back, but it's usually some of your guys a little further down in the rotation that have to get you the biggest outs of the season. In the air, right center field. As hustling over is, I believe that's Fuchs there in right field, and he makes the catch for out number 1. 1 down here in the 6th, as it is Cooper Fuchs in right field.
Number 3, Tate Barnacle.
As Fuchs hit for Finn. And Oline is still back in as the pitcher, as the pitch missed inside, even though they took him out for a runner. He is still back in to pitch. So 1 ball to count. Barnacle out, pitcher to first in a sacrifice in his last plate appearance, at a double in the first. And a called strike. 1-1 is the count. One pitch, 2-1. If we do indeed go to a second title game, Jack Joyce might be an option pitching-wise for post 2. And we talked earlier, Oline's one of the guys that they used earlier in the tournament's his 3rd appearance, including last night. That is flipped foul as chasing that lands in front of the post 2 dugout. As Dangerud hustling after it. And the count now 2-2. 44 pitches for Oline. 2 2/3 innings. Jordan Clemenson started. Got chased in the 3rd, gave up 3 runs, 6 hits, and 2 walks. 45 pitches, 24 strikes so far for Oline. 2-2 count. Sharply hit off the side of the mound, and getting a piece of it was Medina, but couldn't field it cleanly. It'll be a single for Barnacle. One out base runner, that'll bring up Kozadowski.
Pitcher number 1, Ryan Kozadowski.
1 of 3 for Kozadowski at a single in the 3rd inning. Again, for post 2, you're getting into the middle of their batting order. 1 hit for Kozadowski. They have done a good job with Nelson 0 for 2 of the walk. Geary 2 hits to lead post 2 this afternoon. That is hit to left, hit well towards the corner. It's deep, it's a fair ball. It's up against the fence in left field. Kozadowski will get to second with a double. Stopping at 3rd, it's Barnacle. And here comes post 2 in the 6th. Second double for Kozadowski, his 3rd extra base hit, tying run to the plate. And that'll bring up Caden Nelson. And will also bring a mound visit as, again, Jordan Rowe emerges from the visitors' 3rd base dugout. Word here is, I wonder if they would look at maybe walking Nelson, although Geary has 2 hits. You can kind of see for and against on both sides. A walk, you put the tying run on base. But it does open things up, force at every base, kind of gives you maybe some more options defensively. Or do you like to pitch to him?
Number 13,
Nelson 0 for 2, walked back in the 3rd, flying to center in his last at bat. And they will pitch to him at least to start. Nelson, a guy with home run power. Popped up here. Dangerud, foul territory calls and catches. 2 down. So on 1 pitch, Oline coaxes a harmless pop-up Off the bat of Nelson, that'll bring up Gary.
Number 4, Hunter Geary.
Gary, 2 singles and a walk so far today. Post 2 has gotten 1 big 2-out hit. That was a 2-run single from Sheik, which gave them a 3-0 lead. Again, they've had other opportunities such as this. Need to capitalize on this one here. It is a strike, 0-1. West Fargo will have the bottom third of the order once we get to the top of the 7th. The 0-1. High, 1 ball, 1 strike the count. Well, this will be another chapter in postseason battles between Post 2 and the West Fargo Patriots. There have been numerous here in recent memory. Last year being the exception, 1-1. It's 2-1. That missed outside. Post 2 bounced early from the tournament in Williston a year ago. Really was the Post 400 Stars that were their nemesis. A lead on 2-1. 3-1 the count. Geary reaches. Jack Joyce is on deck. Target down. Camarillo's going to set up. Looks like outside corner. Pop foul out of play. And a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. So far in the inning. Barnacle. 1-out single followed by Kozadowski's double. Lean got Nelson on a pop up to first. It's now 3-2. Lean at 53 pitches in 3 innings of relief. We had to stretch him out. He is gotten some rather large outs. And the pitch here. Up the middle. Past the mound. Out to short. Collins on to first in time. Inning over. Moline gets through trouble in the 6th as gets through Nelson and Geary. 2 runners left on for Post 2. No runs on a pair of hits. No errors and 2 stranded. We head to the 7th here at Jack Williams in the state championship game. We might be headed for a second title game. Patriots lead at 6-3.
If you're looking for a car or truck and you don't know where to go, Luther Family Ford's a place where prices are so low. Honesty, integrity are what we stand for. Lowest prices every day is what we have in store. Our sales and service is the best, you'll know it ain't no lie. Just come on down to Luther Family Ford and you'll see why.
Just off I-29 and 32nd Avenue. See you there.
A few years ago, my hip was getting to the point where it was affecting my life. When I met you in the office, you listened to what I had to say.
My goal is to teach patients about their diagnosis, explain the treatment options so that they can make the decision that is best for them. And then I want to get to know them, know their symptoms, and know how their symptoms are affecting their quality of life. Because we don't just treat what an x-ray tells us, we treat their symptoms.
I was so impressed with Dr. Lindemeyer that now Essentia is my first choice.
Pitcher on for Fargo Post 2. You see the totals after 6 innings. 6 runs, 11 hits, no errors for West Fargo. 3 runs, 8 hits, 2 errors for post 2. Kellen Doherty makes his state tournament debut. As Kozadowski does finish the 6th. Out in Williston, they are just underway. Bottom of the first inning, the Fargo Jets and Kindred. That's an elimination game. And they are scoreless early on. Castleton beat Williston to stay alive. The winner's bracket game there is Devils Lake and Valley City. So we'll keep an eye for Post 2 fans on how the Jets are faring. Kozadowski, 1 inning, 4 hits. Gave up a pair of runs, didn't walk a batter, and 2 strikeouts. So Doherty on here for the top of the 7th inning. Kozadowski is in left field. Yep, so that everything else defensively looks the same. Joyce is in left, so Hilmert out of the game. So Doherty would be in the number 8 spot in the batting order. If we have this right, he would be due 3rd in the bottom of the 7th. Oline will start things here in the top of the 7th. And an RBI single last inning that made it a 3-2 game and chops the first pitch foul. So Oline, Fuchs, and Camarillo. So Oline, even though he did DH, now pitching, still remain in the lineup. Done a fine job of the mound. Doherty deals as that caught the inside corner, and it's 0-2. Two-strike pitch. Pitch was dropped there by Schrum in 1-2. 11 hits for the Patriots. Dangerud 3, Collins, McMenemy, and Zink with 2. A couple of extra base hits for Zink with a double and a 3-bagger. The 1-2. Inside. Did it get his foot? Oline said it did. Home plate umpire maybe didn't see it. Jordan Rose going to protest. The home plate umpire said, hang on, we're going to talk this over. It came inside. Oline's claiming that it hit him. He's tossing the bat away and ready to head to first base. It's got white spikes. Yep, they're going to give him first base. He was hit by the pitch. It used to be the old trick years ago. If they were dark-colored spikes, and if you put shoe polish on there, if you hit ones, or if you got hit by a pitch, they'll say it got you in the spikes. Then we'll get the runner in there. Courtesy runner as Strom will run at first base.
First base, number 6, Brody Strom.
Strom runs at first, but would hit on the spikes, and you get a little bit of shoe polish on there was kind of the evidence. That's going back a long time. Here's Fuchs. Pinch hit for Finn last inning, hit by a pitch. And did come around to score in that 5-run sixth. The bunt is on, and it is up the first base line and foul. 0-1. Fourth game between these teams in the season. One did not count towards the statewide standings, and they split in West Fargo a little over a month ago. There's a bunt up the first base line. That will take a right turn foul, and 2 strikes. Outfield alignment, Kozadowski is in left. Geary stays in center, and Joyce, who took over in right field. You see a look at Jack as when Kozadowski was called into pitch last inning, as he was the DH and is now in the field. 0-2. Doherty's 2-strike pitch, pulled and past the first baseman. That's going to go into right field. Getting a glove on it was Sheik. Everybody is safe. Base hit for Fuchs. He scored a hit. 2 on, nobody out for Camarillo. Hits now for West Fargo, and it's going back on it since the 5th, just in the last 3 innings. 7 of those hits. And Gunnar Lindstedt will come out for a visit. So Doherty greeted by a pair of base runners. Camarillo 0 for 3. That conference comes to a close, and Jordan Rowe always bringing base runners and batters over as well. As well, if you got a moment, you might as well use it. Kozadowski, pitch count wise, through 26. He can come back if indeed we do have a second championship game. So 26, so the 105 for the day. So he could come back and throw, and actually Doherty could as well. So just thinking ahead, if indeed that second title game is upcoming and the result, the score stays the way it is, we'll be here for a little while longer. Camarillo's bunt attempt, foul for strike 1. Camarillo 0 for 3, pair of strikeouts and a line out to center field. Those two setting up defensively as trying to get ready for the bunt. Nelson charges in from third. Camarillo will swing away instead and misses, and it's 2 strikes. Zenker on deck as the Patriots finishing up their 4th turn through the batting order here in the 7th inning, as we approach the 3-hour mark on this one. And going a little after the noon hour. Set from Doherty, check of the runner at second. Another peek over to keep an eye on Strom, in the air to center field, and that will land, base hit. So Camarillo is his first hit, everybody up 90 feet, and the bases are full with nobody out. First hit for Camarillo today. We'll have a runner for Camarillo at first, as it will be Parker Henrich to run at first. So Henrich takes over for Camarillo at first. Zinker to the plate. Zinker 0 for 4. Struck out against Kozadowski in the 6th. So Strom at third, Fuchs at second, and Henrich now at first for West Fargo. And a strike, 0-1. Infield in now for post 2. And a fly ball down the right field line, chasing into foul ground, Sheik, and cannot get to it. Just into foul territory. His long run would have had to make the catch with his back to the infield. And it remains an 0-2 count to Zinker. And again, post 2 will have to deal with top of the West Fargo batting order, which has created the most chaos. 5 hits combined with Dangerud and Collins. Dangerud's on deck. They've kept Zinker in check. Pop up here. Playable. Schrum tosses the way the mask and makes the catch. There's one out. So again, they get Zinker, who is now 0 for 5 on the game, but up next, Dangerud. RBI single.
Number 12, Jake Dangerud.
That evened the game in the 6th. He is 3 for 4. Infield stays in, as you can see for post 2. And ball 1 from Doherty. See how deep the Joyce is out in right field. Not going to hit one over his head. He might drop one in front of him. Ground ball wide of first. And foul, 1-1. Runs batted in that 5-run 6th. O'Lean at an RBI single. Dangerud's single tied it. Collins' double gave them the lead, and Brody Medina added what could be a large insurance run with a 2-out hit to right. West Fargo thinking bigger. Here's the 1-1. High and away, and it's 2 balls, 1 strike. One delivery. Chopper up the first base line. It is a foul ball played by Carson Sheik, but in foul territory. And the count now 2-2. Strom at third. You see Fuchs getting his lead off of second, and Henrich over at first. Two. Hit through the hole, through short, base hit. It'll score 1 run. That's all they'll get. Fuchs to third. And Dangerud has a 4-hit game, able to slide one through the unoccupied shortstop spot, and an RBI, his second of the game. That scores Strom. It's a 7-3 West Fargo lead. And here's Collins. Collins has reached base 3 times, a single in the first. walked in the 5th, doubled home 2 to give West Fargo the lead in the 6th inning. Bases remain loaded. And the pitch. And a strike, 0-1. Pitch number 20 of the inning for Doherty as he steps off. Getting him in the 7th, and opposed to, if there is a second title game, that they can come back and bring Kozadowski back to pitch at least some of that and the deliveries. It will be, if a second title game does take place, that really on both sides it's going to be by committee. Just what you have left available to you. It's 1-1. It doesn't hurt to give another arm an opportunity in a game of this magnitude. 2-1 the count as that missed inside. Not a lot of wind to speak of. Now 85 degrees the current temperature. We started around 80 at first pitch a little over 3 hours ago. Jammed, popped up. Schrum chasing as that will get on out of play. 2 balls, 2 strikes. West Fargo batted 10 in the 6th inning. This is the 6th batter of the inning here with Collins. 4th pitcher of the game for post 2 with Doherty. Fouled off to the right, out of play. Still 2-2. Jed's father, Jory, is the women's basketball coach at NDSU. Horace high school grad. Heading on to play junior college ball here in the fall. Strike 3, got him looking there as Collins knew it, rung up, and there's 2 down. We'll bring up Medina.
Number 1, Brody Medina.
1 for 4, RBI single, a 2-out hit. Brought home a run in the 6th. West Fargo 1 out of this to try and tack on some more, and 7-3 advantage. The delivery spun up the middle, and nice play at shortstop as Ebling getting to the bag, stops on second, and the inning is over, but West Fargo adds a run here in the 7th. They do so on 3 hits, 1 run, 3 hits, no errors, 3 stranded. As it'll be 6, 7, and 8 in the batting order for post 2. In the bottom of the 7th, Patriots up by 4.
I thought leadership meant running meetings or giving speeches. But there are so many different moments that create a leader. Lead your own way, in ways big and small. At the University of North Dakota.
Every day, we work together as a team. It's not just mowing your lawn. We provide full-service property maintenance. Our educated, exceptional team of ISA-certified arborists and master gardeners know what your landscape needs, improving your curb appeal with skilled care. For any landscape, home or business, we go above and beyond because it's a job we truly love to do. Get the most out of your lawn with All Terrain. your local lawn care leader. Call today.
Three outs to get here for Olean and the West Fargo Patriots. Try and force a winner-take-all second championship game, and they get the final three outs here. Would be elimination win or fifth win in a loser-out contest. Again, as the number 2 seed, didn't start play until Tuesday and lost 4-1 to Alex Christofferson, and Fargo pulls 400 and started the run through the long trail back to get to the championship game, and 4 wins down, and they are nearly on their way to number 5 as Jack Joyce will lead things off. It is Joyce, Sheik, and it would be Doherty, with Doherty coming in. He's hitting as they took Hilmert out of the game as Kozadowski moving to left field. So he is the scheduled third hitter here in the 7th. Joyce, 0 for 2 with a sacrifice fly. And ball 1 here from Olean. Post 2 left, runner at third in the first, left 2 on in the second. Got 3 in the third as Joyce hit by a pitch, and there is a start here to the 7th. I'll bring up Sheik. Had some chances to add on, and last inning got second and third with 1 out and came up empty-handed. Left 2 on in the third, so I'm sure Luke Rusted would tell you, yeah, we gave up some runs, but we had some chances to add on and didn't do it. They put themselves in this situation here in the 7th. Sheik gets a high drive to left, hit well. It is in the corner, it is deep, and it is foul. Leaping attempt. Just out of the camera view there, leaping attempt by Zink in left field. He nearly was able to elevate up over the fence. The ball did land in foul territory, a few feet left of the fair pole and 300 plus feet away. And it's a loud, long strike 1. Pinch hitter in the on-deck circle for post 2. That is Sam Chase. He will hit for Doherty, it appears. 1-1 the count. Half swing. Came in his hands. And he held up on the swing. 2-1. One pitch, off speed, and just missed low. 3-1 the count. Olean 3 1/3 innings of scoreless relief to this point. Came in relief of Clemenson. And the pitch on the way, it is a strike. It's now 3-2. And the pitch on the way, that is down the right field line, as that'll land in foul territory, chasing the right fielder, Fuchs. So in this case, if you have multiple games on the same day, and we might be headed that way, pitcher who pitches more than 45 in the first game cannot pitch in the second. So that would knock out Olean. And it's all 4 here. So we walk to Sheik, and it's 2 on, nobody out, as Chase will hit for Brander Hilmert.
Your attention, please.
For Sam Chase, this is his first at-bat here in the state tournament. So he will hit for Doherty. We need something to get it started, and still a ways to go for post 2, but 2 on, nobody out. Certainly, it's a good start. Hilmert left the game 0 for 1 with a walk and also was hit by a pitch. Inside corner, strike 1 to Chase. On 1. And O'Lean deals. It is strike 2. 0-2. Interesting to note that in this game there have been, through all the pitches and all the batters, it was just 3, actually now 6 strikeouts. Post 2 has fanned 5 hitters. West Fargo has fanned just 1. 0-2. Now the right field line, and that will sail out of play. And 0-2. O'Lean now 66 pitches. West Fargo, between Clemenson and O'Lean, they've thrown 132 to add them up for post 2. It's 132 and climbing here on the West Fargo side. 0-2. Did that come back into the strike zone? No. Missed. 1-2. Camarillo trying to bring that back in, but did not get the call. Sheets through 81. 20 for Gigstad. Yep, 152 between the foursome for post 2. So we're almost at, we might get to 300 pitches worth. 1-2. Missed inside as the collective shriek from the Patriot fan base. Thought they had strike 3, but well, they were, it's almost like they practiced that. 2-2. They were in stereo. Just off the plate. Chase has worked it from 0-2 to 3-2. In a game like this, you know nothing is going to come easy. And that has been the case on both sides. And we may potentially have one more left. There is activity now starting to get stirred up in the West Fargo bullpen. Chase to right. Playable and caught out there. Fuchs the catch. And a good battle there. Won by O'Lean. One away in the 7th for Colby Ebling. Ebling is 1 for 3.
Shortstop, Colby Ebling.
So righty up for West Fargo. It looks to be Hudson Henrich. Is just starting to get loose. In a perfect world, Jordan Rowe would like to save Henrich for a potential game 2. He'd just like O'Lean to get to the finish line here and go from there. Strike to Ebling. 0-1. O'Lean has given up just 2 hits. He's worked around 4 walks and a hit batter. But scoreless relief. Low and away, and it's now 1-1. Again, for post 2, you're probably I'd say you need to get probably one more base runner, maybe 2, to really feel like you've tightened it up a little bit. Ebling yanks one foul. And it's 1-2. If you can get Ebling on, then you get the top of the order up. Shrum's on deck. You might give yourself a chance with Barnacle and Kozadowski potentially later. But you need probably one more base runner to really get serious. We haven't got to get that tying run to the plate. O'Lean on the 1-2. Fastball struck him out. 2 down. And that'll bring up Shrum. Just the second strikeout for Patriots pitching. Olean's at 74 pitches. West Fargo has thrown 140 for the day between Clemenson and Olean. So what did we say, 152 for post 292. That's a lot of pitches. But wait, there's more. And the delivery, ball one. There have been, at least a lot of levels of baseball play, or things invoked to try and improve pace of play. Today is not an example of that. 3+ hours, and there might be more. 2-0 now to Schrum. Barnacle on deck. Joyce at second, Sheik at first. They were there with nobody out, and there they remain with 2 gone. 2-0, changing speeds. Called strike, 2-1. Camarillo going to have a word with Olean and just kind of watching his body language, and he said he might be to the point where he's kind of running out of gas a little bit. 77 pitches worth. And it's a warm enough day. There's not a lot of breeze there. There's not a lot of air moving. That I know you're young and you're pretty good shape, but even then it can suck some life out of you. 2-1. And the pitch. Foul tip held by Camarillo, and it's 2-2. Lane trying to put the Raps on a win on the mound for himself and for the Patriots to get to a second title game. That's smothered by Camarillo, 3-2. So Luke Rustad telling, well, Joyce and Sheik, 3-2, 2 out. You know what to do from there. Schrum 0 for 3 with a walk so far this afternoon. Payout pitch, runners go, popped up, foul. But he cleared the deck, 3 balls, 2 strikes. So we'll try it once more on 3-2 here in the last of the 7th. Runners go again, and it is ball 4, a walk to Schrum. Tying run to the plate, and that'll bring up Barnacle. And out will come Jordan Rowe for a visit. So, trip to the mound coming as we'll see if there is a change. Henrich still getting loose. He pitched earlier in the tournament, but he's got his full allotment. And again, I think that's kind of a situation. Everybody's out there, but that's a one-on-one. That's the coach asking the pitcher, what do you got left? Can you get us one more out? How you feeling? And whether the pitcher is going to be honest with him or not is, who knows? Sometimes they say, yeah, I got one left. That's kind of situation, I think. You've got everybody over there, but it seems like it's more one-on-one, and Olean getting pats in the backs and the gland head all around is will they stay with them? And it appears that they will. That was the first trip, so you don't have to make a move as of yet. Barnacle, 2 hits this afternoon for post 2. A double in the first, a single in the 6th. He is 2 for 3 with 2 hits and a sacrifice. He is the tying run. And his job is to somehow keep the line moving, to give yourself and give his team a chance to get Kozadowski up there and potentially Nelson. Two hits for Barnacle. Geary, 2 hits to lead post 2. Kozadowski also a pair of hits. And ball 1. The last out is always the hardest to get. West Fargo's out hit post 2, 14-8. Errorless baseball for the Patriots. 2 errors for post 2. 2-0. There's not been a hit in the inning. 2 walks and a hit batter. That is a strike, 2-1. Seeing the tank on O'Lean is probably at a half tank, if not a little lower. But he has done his job. His team needed him the most. Clemenson started. Pulled with 2 out in the 3rd after giving up 3 runs. 2-1 pitch. Upstairs, 3-1. O'Lean sets 3-1. It is a strike to Barnacle, 3-2. And wouldn't you know, it'll come down to this. 3-2, 2 out, bases full, tying run of the plate. As Luke Rustad tells his runners, 3-2, you know what to do. Runners go. Ball 4, that'll force in a run. 7-4 now here in the 7th. Bases loaded walk to Barnacle, and does that force Jordan Rowe's hand here? As the batter is Kozadowski, who now is the winning run. Kozadowski 2 hits, and probably you look at the lineup for post 2, and if you probably asked a post 2 fan, yep, here comes Jordan Rowe, so a change is coming. So that'll be it for Austin O'Lean, as he got him 4 innings, trying to get him to the finish, but will be done here with 2 out in the last of the 7th inning. So he'll get a nice hand. A well-deserved hand, 4 innings for O'Lean. 87 pitches is the final number for him. 2 hits. So far, 1 run, 6 walks, 2 strikeouts. It will be number 10 on for West Fargo. That is Hudson Henrich. And this is a save situation with the go-ahead run at the plate in Kozadowski. And said if you probably asked Post 2 fans in a situation, who would you want at the plate? And if he's not your first choice, he would be up towards the top of the list. Kozadowski has 2 hits and has a chance to be the biggest hero. 7-4, bases loaded, 2 out. West Fargo the lead. We're back in just a second.
The 2026 North Dakota American Legion Baseball Class AA State Tournament is brought to you by All Terrain Grounds Maintenance, Shields.
A few years ago, my hip was getting to the point where it was affecting my life. When I met you in the office, you listened to what I had to say.
My goal is to teach patients about their diagnosis, explain the treatment options so that they can make the decision that is best for them. And then I want to get to know them, know their symptoms, and know how their symptoms are affecting their...
But I feel like I have no choice. Seven-4 your score. Henrich on here for West Fargo. We were just talking here in the break about it's one of those a coach I don't think wants to take a pitcher out in that situation. You want to just see if they can just pull and grind their way through to get you to the end of the game. But after 3 walks and a hit batsman, it did force Jordan Rowe's hands. So here's Kozadowski. Tying run at first. He represents the go-ahead run. And the delivery, it is a strike, 0-1. Second appearance for Henrich. He pitched Wednesday against Dickinson. Base runners now, Sheik at third. A runner at second, I believe, as... Yeah, it is Felber running for Schrum at second base, and Barnacle the tying run at first. 1-1. Fouled off to the right, out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Post 2 has done this without a hit. A hit batsman, 3 walks. 1-2 to Kozadowski. If he would reach, Caden Nelson would hit next. 1-2. Chopper, left side to third, to the bag. And 1 won't be enough. A second title game will be coming shortly. Zenker steps on the bag to force out the runner heading to third, and that puts the wraps on this one. As 1 run of the inning, no hits, 3 left. Henrich saves it for Olean, and West Fargo picks up the win. 7-4 the final. 5th straight win, facing elimination for the Patriots, and 1 more to try and get to repeat as state champions. This one played in 3.5 hours. 4 pitches is what Henrich needed to get the save, and our second championship game will be coming up probably a little after 4 p.m. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll put the wraps on this one and with the recap, get you ready for the second winner-take-all championship in a moment.
The 2026 North Dakota American Legion Baseball Class AA State Tournament is brought to you by All-Terrain Grounds Maintenance, Shields, Essentia Health, Buffalo Wild Wings, Courtyard by Marriott, Herd and Horns Bar and Grill, Holiday Inn and Holiday Inn Express, Quick Star, Luther Family Ford, North Dakota State University, Radisson Blue, University of North Dakota, and Vision Zero.
Final total 7 runs, 14 hits, no errors for the West Fargo Patriots. Post 2, 4 runs, 8 hits, and 2 errors is just totaling up the final pitching lines on this one. Olean goes 4 innings, 2 hits, 1 run. It was earned, 6 walks, 2 strikeouts, and Henrich needed 4 pitches to retire Kozadowski, and he does pick up the save. He can come back, and I'd imagine we will, if he doesn't start, we'll see him at some point for the Patriots in the second title game. Ben Sheets started for Post 2, 4 innings, was lifted in the 5th. 5 hits, 1 run, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. Beckett Gagstead will take the loss for Post 2. So he got through the jam of the 5th, helped out by a double play off the bat of J.J. McMenemy. That kept it at 3-1. Then was charged with 3 of the 5 runs that West Fargo scored in the 6th. So he'll take the loss. Kozadowski, 1 inning, gave up 4 hits, 2 runs. He could come back and pitch in the second title game. So could Kellen Doherty. Doherty threw 25 pitches as he pitched the 7th, gave up a run on 3 hits, and struck out 1. Post 2 started the scoring with 3 runs in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Jack Joyce, a sacrifice fly, made it 1-0, and then a 2-out single from Carson Sheik made it a 3-0 Post 2 lead. West Fargo got on the board in the 4th. Zink led off with a triple, scored on Austin Olean's base hit. Actually, let's rewind that. McMenemy had a single and scored on Zink's double. That made it 3-1. And then West Fargo loaded the bases with nobody out, came up empty in the 5th against Gigstad as Medina flied out to shallow right, and then McMenemy, inning-ending 4-6-3 double play, kept it at 3-1. West Fargo batted 10, scored 5 in the 6th. 4 of them came with 2 out. Oline an RBI single. That came early in the inning. That made it 3-2. And then with 2 out, Jake Dangerud a single to right, tied the game. Jet Collins followed with a 2-run double to center. And Brody Medina a base hit to right field. That made it a 6-3 game. A run in the 7th for West Fargo, an RBI single again from Dangerud, who finished with 4 hits. He went 4 for 5 with a run scored and a pair of runs batted in. That made it 7-3. And then a run in the 7th, a bases loaded walk to Barnacle with 2 out, made it 7-4. Oline was pulled after that. Henrich retiring. Kozanowski, who came up with post 2 down 3. Post 2 down 3 and 2 out in the 7th. Chance for maybe the ultimate grand slam, but he chopped to third, and Zinker forcing out the runner heading to third base. So, winning pitcher Oline, losing pitcher Gigstad. Final totals again, 7 runs, 14 hits, no errors for West Fargo, and post 2, 4 runs, 8 hits, and 2 errors. So, second winner-take-all title game will be coming up probably 4 or a little bit afterwards here from Jack Williams Stadium. We'll take a pause, come back for that finale